this
You
shit
still
got
in the
me.
house?
Yeah. Oh! She got me. Dude. You haven't been healing this whole time! Oh, don't. Oh.
I need to get a drink tomorrow.
Ruh-roh, tomorrow's stream's gonna be spicy.
We're dead.
That scared me so much. Oh. Ooh.
I hear somebody working on it. Where is it?
Now I gotta come back and save you.
I'm getting worried.
Now I gotta leave out the door. Oh, it's Michael Myers! It's Michael Myers! He just walked past me like we were just both shopping in the same supermarket.
Don't miss the skill truck.
Oh, God.
What was I for?
Get out of the way! We gonna die! We gonna die! Oh my God! You got me killed! You got me killed! Oh man, you got me killed! It's right there! Go, go, go! Oh no! Yes! I'm gonna die on first hook.
I'm trying to find you.
It doesn't matter. Oh! That was the biggest scare of the night. I don't wanna die. I don't wanna die. I can heal you if you just stop. I know we need a totem, but we can also heal with our loving touches. You got this, dude. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Oh, be scared! Oh!
You're saying?
Just don't bring him to the big boat. That's where I am. On the big boat. Don't open this locker. Do not open this locker. Do not open it. I hear his feet on the boat. He's on the boat. No, I mean, like, you do what? I didn't see that. Oh my God! Oh my God!
I'm gonna change my name to If You Kill Me, You're Racist.
You see that? You see how he fell? That was so funny. Booga booga.
Sorry.
My mic was muted. Where's your cute zombie? Who's the cute zombie? Mr. Clap Them Cheeks. If somebody hit me with a mallet that hard on the side of it, did you see the pool of blood that was just in the street? It's done. I'm over. I'm good. I ain't no fight no more. Cat, do your thing.
Same bat time, same bat channel. Same bat time, same bat channel. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Ah, swoosh. Ah, swoosh. And then it just gets quiet. Like it just gets dead quiet. 3, 2, 1. Ah, this shit
You still in the
got me.
house?
Yeah. Oh! She got me. Dude. You haven't been healing this whole time! Oh, don't. Oh.
I need to get a drink tomorrow.
Ruh-roh, tomorrow's stream's gonna be spicy.
We're dead.
That scared me so much. Oh. Ooh.
I hear somebody working on it. Where is it?
Now I gotta come back and save you.
I'm getting worried.
Now I gotta leave out the door. Oh, it's Michael Myers! It's Michael Myers! He just walked past me like we were just both shopping in the same supermarket.
Don't miss the skill truck.
Oh, God.
What was I for?
Get out of the way! We gonna die! We gonna die! Oh my God! You got me killed! You got me killed! Oh man, you got me killed! It's right there! Go, go, go! Oh no! Yes! I'm gonna die on first hook.
I'm trying to find you.
It doesn't matter. Oh! That was the biggest scare of the night. I don't wanna die. I don't wanna die. I can heal you if you just stop. I know we need a totem, but we can also heal with our loving touches. You got this, dude. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Oh, be scared! Oh!
You're saying?
Just don't bring him to the big boat. That's where I am. On the big boat. Don't open this locker. Do not open this locker. Do not open this. I hear his feet on the boat. He's on the boat. No, I mean, like, you do what? Yeah, I didn't see that. Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'm gonna change my name to If You Kill Me, You're Racist.
Oh, you see that? You see how he fell? That was so funny. Booga booga.
Sorry.
My mic was muted. Who's your cute zombie? Who's a cute zombie? Mr. Clap Them Cheeks. If somebody hit me with a mallet that hard on the side of me, did you see the pool of blood that was just in the street? It's done. I'm over. I'm good. I ain't no fight no more. Cat, do your thing.
Same bat time, same bat channel. Same bat time, same bat channel. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Ah swoosh. Ah swoosh. And then it just gets quiet. Like it just gets dead quiet. 3, 2, 1. Oh, this shit
You
got
still in the
me.
house?
Yeah. Oh! She got me. Dude. Oh, you haven't been healing this whole time! Oh, don't. Oh,
I need to get a drink tomorrow.
Raro, tomorrow's stream's gonna be spicy.
We're dead.
That scared me so much. Oh. Ooh.
I hear somebody working on it. Where is it?
Now I gotta come back and save you.
I'm getting worried.
Now I gotta leave out the door. Oh, it's Michael Myers! It's Michael Myers! He just walked past me like we were just both shopping in the same supermarket.
Don't miss her in a skill truck.
Oh, God.
What is this looking for?
Get out of the way! We gonna die! We gonna die! Oh my God! You got me killed! You got me killed! Oh man, you got me killed! It's right there! Go, go, go! Oh no! Yes! I'm gonna die on first hook.
I'm trying to find you.
It doesn't matter. Oh! That was the biggest scare of the night. I don't wanna die. I don't wanna die. I can heal you if you just stop. I know we need a totem, but we can also heal with our loving touches. You got this, dude. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Oh, be scared! Oh!
You're saying?
Just don't bring him to the big boat. That's where I am. On the big boat. Don't open this locker. Do not open this locker. Do not open this. I hear his feet on the boat. He's on the boat. No, I mean, like, you do what? Yeah, I didn't see that. Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'm gonna change my name to If You Kill Me, You're Racist.
Oh, you see that? You see how he fell? That was so funny. Booga booga.
Sorry.
My mic was muted. Who's your cute zombie? Who's a cute zombie? Mr. Clap Them Cheeks. If somebody hit me with a mallet that hard on the side of me, did you see the pool of blood that was just in the street? It's done. I'm over. I'm good. I ain't no fight no more. Cat, do your thing.
Same bat time, same bat channel. Same bat time, same bat channel. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Ah swoosh. Ah swoosh. And then it just gets quiet. Like it just gets dead quiet. 3, 2, 1. Oh, this shit
You still in the
got me.
house?
Yeah. Oh! She got me. Dude. Oh, you haven't been healing this whole time! Oh, don't. Oh!
I need to get a drink tomorrow.
Raro, tomorrow's stream's gonna be spicy.
We're dead.
Say something.
Hello.
Oh, why'd you turn into a robot? What?
I turned into a robot?
You did for a minute there. You're good now, I think. Say something.
Hello.
Yeah, you're good now. That was weird. And then you was like max headroom. It was real cool. It was weird. Real weird. Say real weird fast 3 times.
Real weird.
Real weird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn.
It ain't easy.
Your audio's good, so I'm turning your audio off.
It ain't easy being
Go ahead
cheesy.
and do the. Bop. Just waiting for. Okay.
He's
There we
putting his entire junkish area into the camera.
He never even came to see me. Like, he jumped off because he heard me calling his name, and he never came to see me. I feel.
He thought you were putting down kibble,
But
probably.
he didn't even come to look. He didn't even finish his.
You look down the hallway.
But he never came down the hallway. What if I was standing there with a can? Is Cat frozen or is she busy? Okay, I saw her eyes move.
Go here. There you
How do
go.
I clear this chat?
Go. Good. I know your auntie made me get up.
She gonna be all right.
She was never the same again.
Look at how she laying on her. I have literally never seen a cat attach himself to anyone like that. You got a little bit of lag there, girl.
Yeah, I see that.
What up, monkey?
Okay.
Attack of the pets, indeed.
Hey, monkey.
Attack of the pets, indeed. You gotta put in the Discord that you're live too.
I can't.
Why? I'll put it.
Thank you. Where's your bestie?
That's my drink.
You're just missing your bestie. And then we'll all have cats.
Parker! If I take a sip of that, you get a mouthful of hair.
Nah.
Alright, I can't hear me on my... How the hell?
I hear you. Wait, why would you hear you? Where don't you hear you?
Parker. Parker!
Ain't that scare me? You have
He's
no...
knocking stuff off the table and stuff.
Parker, he's hungry.
That's his I want kibble move.
Yeah. Just shoot him out and close the door. And then he'll bother me and I'll be like, I'll feed you when I'm ready to feed you. And not a moment sooner. How was your day, monkey? Cat, are you frozen? Did we lose Cat? I think we lost Cat. Yeah, we definitely lost her. There's nothing that interesting on her phone. For her to be that zoomed in on the phone and not listening to anyone, there's nothing that interesting on the internet, like, at all.
Cat sabotaged it.
Jedi's gone to feed the cat. Cat's frozen. Chibi's sitting here by herself. Looks like Crafty's own stream lag has infected her here too. Okay, wait, is she moving now?
But you are on my screen.
You are... what? I see you.
I feel like the
Am I
camera is right
moving?
up my mouth.
I'm frozen on your screen. I see you.
No, not on mine. You're not.
No, on
Do you
Cat's
guys
stream.
Let me do this. Yeah.
There's definitely some
Yeah,
lag
it's
there.
weird. Okay. And I've got...
It's like your computer's trying to handle the call, the stream, and the video sharing.
It's weird. It's so...
Do you have anything else open that you can close? Oh. We lost her again. Just gonna keep sipping my drink. I hear the cat purring.
So
I bought a new mic. It will be here in a couple of days. Right. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Are you waiting on that mic to do the thing?
Okay. That. I don't need that.
It's a big eyeball and my face is in it. It's a better quality mic that should give me cleaner recording. Cool. I have something I want to send you, so I want you to listen to it for some inspiration.
Okay, we'll do it that way.
All right, you got some... Oh, wait, you kind of smooth. You smooth now? You smoothing out? What are you doing? What'd you change?
I turned off a bunch of stuff. I'm still turning off stuff, so give me a minute.
Okay.
And she's just purring away.
I know, I can hear it.
She was making biscuits on me.
Making biscuits.
And biscuit factories open 24 hours a day.
The thing is, like, whenever Kat used to talk about Jinx and how Jinx would always be curled up on her and all these other things, like, she would say it, but it would be hard to believe because I never known a cat to be so needy and cuddly. Like, it's weird to me. But to see it, like, actually see it, like, that's weird. Like, to me, it's weird. It's cute, but I've just never seen a cat want to be that close to somebody, like, all the time. Like, cats are so independent. They're usually somewhere else, be like, mind your business.
Boy, Echo is.
I'm actually kind of happy she got over her needing to be on my shoulder mode. Mm-hmm. Like, she'll still jump up there from time to time, but it's not as bad. Like, it was bad before. I could not go anywhere near her. Mm-hmm. Like, I couldn't get anything up the dresser without her jumping on my back.
Right.
If I went to go wash my hands in the bathroom, she'd jump on my back. So if I dropped something on the floor and she was near me, God forbid, she's jumping on my back.
Like, if I get Parker to cuddle with me on the bed, like, sometimes he comes on the day bed and cuddles with me. Like, if I would have disturbed him like the way you disturbed her, he would have just jumped off and found somewhere else to sleep. He'd have been like, okay, I'm just gonna go sleep somewhere else. Like, she just came back. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, you disturbed...
Because he would literally sleep anywhere.
Yeah, he'll sleep anywhere, but you literally disturbed her, and she stuck around you the whole time you were moving from the dresser to the other place, setting up the light. She was just staying right there, and as soon as you were done, she just went right back into place, went back to sleep.
Yeah.
She purring loud, too. Sheesh.
You go back to sleep? Okay.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. That's so weird to me. So weird.
This is my
I've never
little
seen
pain in
it.
the butt.
Aww. All right, everybody, check in with your day before we even start talking about anything. How was your day?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I
How
don't want
was
to
your
talk about
day?
it.
It was a bad day.
It was a bad day.
Jedi, how was your day?
I got a new headset. It still it crackles for some reason.
I mean, it's not crackling right now, oddly enough.
This is earbuds.
Oh.
Oh, you're not
okay.
using the new headset.
Yeah, the new headset.
And Monkey worked.
Ignore the mess behind Jedi. My bedroom is messy. Yeah, we can see all that mess.
Mess.
Oh, yeah, we see it all. We see it all. We see it all, baby.
Is that better?
A
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah, I clean up before I stream.
It was cleaned up.
You guys heard that lie. You work today?
The tornado called kids.
Oh, no, my kids don't go in their room and mess anything up. Callie has her own room she messes up, and Ethan just stays on the bed.
Oh, okay.
Ethan just stays on the bed chilling. That's a Jedi mess. Jedi's the messy one. I'm blaming the kids on that one. Was work okay, Monkey? I have some interesting topics for you guys today.
Sweet.
Yeah, about 10 minutes to
interesting
get through them
topics.
before I fall asleep.
Now, you're not allowed to fall asleep. All right. Now, I'm going to say it just like I said the last time. That if you guys breeze through this stuff in like 20 minutes because y'all don't want to talk in detail, I'm going to just be mad and rage quit stream. All right? I want detailed conversations.
Jeez.
All right? Detailed conversation. That's the whole point. We're here to chat. All right? It's called just chatting because we just want to chat. All right. So, all right,
Okay.
Monkey. All right, so as I said in the Discord, tonight's stream is called Lawsuits, Useless People, Zombies, and Time Machines. These are all the topics we're going to cover today, okay? You don't know how they all go together. It's quite a weird group of topics to go together. But anyway, we like to talk about some random stuff here, so whatever. We'll have fun.
Yes, we do.
Which one sounds more fun that you guys want to cover first?
Lawsuits.
Lawsuits? Okay, so
Yeah.
we've talked about some of these before, but I figure we should just have an open chat about, because you know how I'm always like, this is a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So we've talked about one of these before. I think we maybe even talked about both. I don't know, but I figure we just go into more detail about these lawsuits that I think are lawsuits waiting to happen. And the first one I'm going to cover is one I gripe about literally. What up, Monkey?
Hello.
The first one I want to talk about was, you want to talk about your day? You said you worked. Was it okay?
No.
No? What happened? Who made you mad?
My coworkers.
Go ahead. They're not listening. What they did? What they did?
They're just annoying.
They're just annoying. Was it
Today it was just annoying. Sometimes it's, what the hell is wrong with all of you?
Oh my gosh. Are they all like just young kids?
No.
Oh.
One of the most annoying people is a 70-year-old man.
Oh.
That sounds about right.
My coworkers are in trouble because my phone was dead most of the day, so I was charging it. And then I finally turned it on and I saw I got a message. We use this app called Slack where we all talk to each other. And I saw I got a message from Ashley. So I said, I'm going to look at it on the computer. And I'm like, I thought it was to me because you remember how last night I was like, I forgot to sign out again. So I was like, I wonder if she saw that I didn't sign out till like 11:39 and she wanted to ask me about it. But it wasn't even a message to me. It was a message to the whole company and, well, to the whole CS team. And she was like, some clients who signed the contract. She's like, I'm working on a Saturday afternoon because one of our clients reached out saying they just signed with us like this week and they were never set up with passwords. They didn't have access to the site. And the way she put it, she was the way she put it, like, let me see. I'm gonna put it exactly the way she put it. Like, it scared me. I guess Ashley's like awesome and sweet, and I've never seen an angry Ashley, but the way she put it, she was like, the sloppiness and inattention to detail of this team is an embarrassment to us all and will no longer be tolerated. My stomach dropped. My stomach dropped. Now, this got nothing to do with me. It's like not my job. It's like I'm not the one that messed up. So I'm just like, oh my God. Like, I'm scared for everyone on the CS team. Like, I'm like nervous. I'm like, that's not my thing. So I know I'm not in trouble, but like the way she said it, I was like, oh my God. Oh, Tuesday is going to be a reckoning. A reckoning indeed. I hope nobody from my job is watching the stream. I have asked people to come every now and then. I hope tonight was not the first night. But yeah, like my heart like sank. I was like, oh my God, a lot of people are in trouble. Not me.
Yeah, that's some corporate speak for y'all done messed up.
Yeah, I mean,
y'all done fucked up.
It's like expensive to sign up to our site. Like some agencies are paying $10,000 a year to join our site. So to have somebody pay money and then not be attended to is like, that's a big no-no. So work is gonna be interesting next week. I'm just sitting here happy that I didn't mess up. That'd have been sad. All right. So lawsuits waiting to happen. Like I've talked about this one before, but I want to know what you guys think. So the first one I want to talk about is because like we were ordering some food on, is that a cat? We were ordering some, that's not a cat, is it? Is that a cat?
That is Parker.
Okay. I think a lawsuit waiting to happen is these stupid food apps that use stock for photography for their menus. I'm mad about it, and I think someone should start a class action lawsuit. What do you guys think?
Why?
I mean, it's the same stock photography you see on the menu when you go in the restaurant.
No, I mean, like, because, well, I mean, like, if you go to some Chinese food restaurants, it's like they actually take pictures of their food and put it up there. Or it's like someone actually took a picture of a Whopper. I mean, granted, it was probably the most beautifully put together Whopper ever, but it's still a Whopper.
Whopper was probably 90% inedible, too.
Right, but it's still a Whopper. What I don't like is that someone can have, like, whatever. You can have a burger joint on Postmates, and then you could just grab their burger stock photography and put it up there, and your burgers look absolutely nothing like that. Like, at all. But you can just use stock photo.
If you can prove, if it's a stock photo, then there's...
Well, you can't prove it because, like, if you ever go to, like, if you scroll through, like, all the burger places or all the pizza places on Postmates, you'll see some of the same pictures are cycling through all of these places because they're grabbing the same pizza places, the pizza pictures. Like, and then you order it based off of that picture, and then when it comes to your house, it's not even close. Like, not even a little bit.
You should never order any food based on the picture.
Yeah,
because that's all they give you. Like that. That's all Postmates gives you.
They literally like put like lipstick on the tomatoes and things to make them redder. It's a whole thing.
All advertisement, commercials and everything. They don't actually use the correct product.
That's true.
Glue is used for milk in cereal commercials.
That's true. But are you selling the milk? You're selling the cereal.
They use Crisco for
cereal.
Right, so you can use fake milk. You're selling the cereal.
They use freaking motor oil.
Yeah.
For pancake syrup because it doesn't absorb into the pancakes. Right. So it becomes a thin, becomes a gray area.
But with that being said,
I can sue you for false. It's not really false advertisement.
With that being said, let's say you want to get you're watching an Aunt Jemima commercial and they're using their motor oil for their Aunt Jemima commercial. You're still
Jemima no longer exists.
Okay, I'm gonna still call it Aunt Jemima. Sorry, sorry out there, you little.
I still have a bottle of Aunt Jemima in the cabinet.
You're still gonna go to the store and have a chance to pick up that bottle of Aunt Jemima and look at it before you purchase it. You're still gonna have that opportunity. You do not have that opportunity on food delivery places.
No, you don't. Which is one of those. It becomes a buyer's remorse situation. You don't know what you're getting into when you go to any store, any fast food joint. Even if you walk in, you don't know what you're going into because your food's in a wrapper, and sometimes you don't open that shit to your home. So you don't know what's to expect when you open.
And the pictures at best are taken when the food looks the best. So even if it's like in the Chinese food restaurants, like you said, that use their actual food, they took a picture when they took their time with it, when they had all day to make it look just right.
But it's still their food.
And then you don't know if you're going to get like the other guy working in the kitchen.
Like we all know our Whoppers are never going to look like the Whoppers in the picture.
Exactly.
And if I go into a fast food place, I still have the opportunity to open up the wrapper, look at it and go, "Oh, I don't like this. I want my money back." You cannot do that.
As long as everything is on the burger that's in the picture, then they're like, "Oh, it's like it is in the picture. You flattened a little bit."
You can't do that.
Everything's in there.
Right.
It becomes an issue if they can never make the food look like the pictures that they have.
Right.
If you order a pizza and it's supposed to be pepperoni and sausage pizza, and you order a pepperoni sausage pizza and they send you a friggin' tofu and fish pizza, then you have a lawsuit because it wasn't what you wanted.
Yeah, but like, let's say
that's literally what false advertising is.
Let's say they use
if they send you a pizza that doesn't match the picture, then they can go, "Oh well, it was the driver, or it was the time it took to get there, so things are going to shift around and change, so you can't really blame us for that because you didn't open it the minute it came out the oven."
Let's say it's a pizza place and they make like different kinds of pizza. Let's say we don't use rising crust, or we use different kinds of crust, or our pepperonis let's look different or whatever. And they go to Postmates or whatever, and the kind of pizza they make isn't in the stock photography. So they just grab pictures of pizza. And then you order their pizza and you get it, and it's literally nothing. Like they don't make anything that looks like the pizza that.
Then that would be false advertising because they sent you something that wasn't it.
Because that's they advertised something advertised something, sold you on the picture, and then what you got was not what was advertised.
Because that happens all the time. Like when I order,
go ahead.
There's an Indian place I order from, Aaron's Indian place. I can't remember. It's just called Aaron's something. ARUN''S. Good food. I'm not slamming their food. Good food. But when you look at the pictures on Postmates, it's stock photography. Okay, it's set up. It's dished a way that it's not dished. The chicken doesn't look anything like that. When you get it, it's delicious food. But their chicken, like their tandoori chicken, doesn't look like the tandoori chicken in the picture because they just grabbed the same tandoori chicken that I saw in 4 other Indian restaurants on Postmates. They just grabbed it.
Okay, so you can't really count. You can't really count that because it is still sending you the correct meal. But now, if it was a picture of tandoori chicken and they sent you curry chicken, then you have an issue.
Just all
it's
different.
2 separate
That's like
things.
A whole different conversation there. That's just the wrong.
But I'm
meal.
saying that's as long as what they send you is exactly what you got, if the picture is it. Mm-hmm. Just because they could have gotten a stock picture of tandoori chicken that's cooked slightly different, or prepared slightly different, or arranged slightly different, but it's still the same thing. It's like mashed potatoes.
It all has all the same ingredients that are listed in the menu item.
And
it's cooked to be that. Then you can't really go by the picture.
Because there's been we all know the lawsuits that took place that make people have to put on their bags not actual size because some idiot was like, I bought this cookie and it's not the same size as the cookie on the package. Because some people got away with that lawsuit. So
Subway just got in trouble for that when they introduced this foot-long cookie that was actually like 10.5 inches.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, 10.5 is not actual.
Yeah. It's a good cookie, mind you. I had it. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. It was a good cookie. It was not a foot long.
They actually, I think, stopped advertising foot-long sandwiches, too. It's just like the half full max or something like that.
They still call them footlongs.
Yeah.
I just saw a commercial. It was like, they said they have now when you order on the app, you get footlong subs, only $6.99. Limited
Well,
time
they
only.
did that because the
$6.99.
subs
It's like
the price went up
$15
like
now.
crazy.
No, they're
Yeah,
having
the
a
price went up
sale.
like crazy, so now they're having sales on it to try
Yeah,
and
but they still call
save
it a
their
foot long.
ass.
They still
Okay.
call it a foot long, even though somebody proved it's not a foot long. I just feel
Yeah.
like people are so gripey and strict when it comes to advertising your food products that you have to make sure it's the right size. You have to make sure you're not saying it's this when it's that. That I feel like the food apps, the delivery apps, are the only ones that really get away with just throwing whatever picture they want on there and say, "Yeah, it's a pizza. Don't worry. It's not that pizza, but it'll be a pizza, so you're fine." They seem to be the only ones
I
that
mean,
get away with it. I don't think anyone else would be able to
it's
do that. Like, do you think
no.
Burger
I
King
mean,
could take a picture of any burger, even though it's not a Whopper? Do you think Burger King would get away with putting just random burgers on their thing and then say, "Come on and get a Whopper," and then you buy a Whopper and it's not that
It's the
burger?
same
no, because
ingredients,
a
then
Whopper is
maybe.
well, no, because a Whopper has strict guidelines to follow. It's not just a
Not really,
burger.
because Burger King is
Whopper?
like, have it your way. You can have it any way you want it. You can make it look any
Yes,
way
but
you
the
want.
Whopper patties are bigger than the other patties. Like if you take a Whopper and you put it against one of
Supposed
their
to
other
be.
just regular burgers, it's a different size patty. So it's like the Big Mac. The Big Mac is made to be a Big Mac. It has a strict guideline it has to follow to be
Come here.
considered a Big Mac. The Whopper is the
Why are you
same
hiding
thing.
on the TV?
I mean,
Come here.
just patty size. Like if it's like if McDonald's a quarter pounder. Let's say McDonald's just put up signs of any quarter pound burgers that they found online. They just went to Google, went to image search, grabbed a bunch of quarter pound size burgers and put it all over their menu and say, "Buy a quarter pounder." Like someone
I
would
mean,
sue
as long as
McDonald's real quick. They
The
would sue
problem you get
McDonald's
into is
fast.
that these
not
companies
really.
like this, McDonald's and Burger King, wouldn't do that because they spend a lot of money
On the
having these things
advertisement.
professionally photographed
Yeah.
to look like that.
Because in some places it will look exactly like the picture. They will
But
not be able to sell it without it
would
looking
someone
like the
sue?
actual picture.
Would someone sue?
Huh?
If you
I mean,
went,
people will sue for anything.
You're gonna lose.
would
Yeah.
you? Would
Yeah,
you?
at
Yeah,
that
that's
point, it
the
becomes
question.
the strength of your argument, and they've got better lawyers.
I just feel
Yeah,
like
it shouldn't quite be will they sue, it should be will they win.
I think they would win just because I know that everyone is very strict on false advertising. And I don't
No,
think a
because
restaurant can get away with
But it's
putting up a
not false
picture.
advertising if it's the
that's
same exact ingredients.
Well, then that doesn't make any
yes.
sense because I could like take the ingredients and say, okay, I'm gonna make the buns out of patty meat and then put the bun on the inside and have the lettuce and tomato, whatever. But it's all
Yeah,
the
but
same
nobody's doing
ingredients.
that.
No,
No,
but
no,
if,
no,
but if
see,
they
Nobody's
that's
doing
different.
that.
but if they
No,
did,
see,
they could
that's
argue same ingredients.
that would be false advertisement though.
But it's the
Because
same
now
ingredients.
your bun is the burger, so it's
You
not the
still
bun.
got to be.
It's
Same
a
Still got
ingredients.
to
difference. You have
be in
to be within a certain
the
range.
same general
Like
position.
if I'm selling a pretzel burger, but I hand you a potato bun burger, false advertisement. I offered it to you as a pretzel bun. It is not a pretzel bun.
All
I
right,
lied to you. That is false
so
advertisement. But if I say it's a potato, bread burger, as long as it's a potato bread burger, doesn't and everything's in it. If I say it's a cheeseburger with
right.
lettuce, tomatoes, and onions, as long as I have that in the picture, I'm fine.
So what if I show you a picture of a a pretzel bun burger where the pretzel buns are like amazingly golden and delicious and the meat looks great and all the lettuce and tomatoes, and then you buy it from me and it's tiny little pretzel buns and the meat isn't as big and the tomatoes like is thin and wilted and I'm like that. There you go.
In your picture, in your description of it, not just your picture, your description of it.
There's no description, just a
Did you
picture.
say it was a crystal
There's
sized
no
burger,
description,
or
just
did
a
you say it was
picture.
like a quarter pound?
No, there's no description.
No,
just a
there's always a
picture.
description.
No,
There's
thank-
always a description.
When you order something on Postmates, it doesn't say 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions. On
No,
the
but
bun.
it'll say how much the meat is. It
No,
will tell
it doesn't.
you if it's a quarter pounder.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Only if you're buying
It's supposed to.
only if you're buying from McDonald's and you're buying an actual burger called the quarter pounder. Like if you order,
No.
it doesn't always tell you.
Okay, so I can't do Postmates. I'll do Uber because I don't have Post. Do I still have Uber on my phone? I don't have Uber on my phone anymore.
I mean, we should
Hold
all
on.
just uninstall these things. I wish I would. I always tell myself to uninstall them. As a matter of fact, I have uninstalled them only to reinstall them on those nights where we ain't cooking and we gotta eat.
Yeah,
And I'm like, how to put it back on my phone.
I'm just gonna look up a burger joint. I'm gonna put whatever
Yeah.
address.
There is an understanding in the courts that having a picture that doesn't look exactly like the food is not considered false advertising. But if you had, for some unknown reason, no understanding as to the size of the burger, and they said, "Oh, this is, there's no way for you to have known that this was not a full-size burger," then technically you can sue for that.
Because the picture is never gonna be a perfect match anyway. Then you get into some ticky-tack lawsuits to be like, the picture had 37 sesame seeds, and my bun only had 42.
Like
or whatever,
even
Like,
the Indian place I tell you I order by, it's just tandoori chicken. It doesn't say a pound of tandoori chicken. It's just tandoori chicken.
Well, no, because
I look at the picture.
When it comes to the only time they start putting in like weight and size and stuff like that is with beef, like burgers and steaks, because that kind of matters.
All right, so let's say you want to order some tandoori chicken.
The steak ounces.
So let's say you want to order some. Let's say you want to order some tandoori chicken, and you see in the pictures a plate full of tandoori chicken, and when you order it, it's the tiniest little container with just a few tandoori chicken, and they're like, "There you go."
Yeah,
I'm gonna be upset, but it's not false advertisement. I'll never order
there again, but it's not false advertisement.
Yeah, it's not false advertisement because again, it's a
because
plate.
They didn't tell you how big it was gonna be.
Exactly. It's like when you order.
They told you 16 ounces and it was 12 ounces. Then you got a lawsuit.
Then you have a lawsuit. The only time, like, if you order from, where's that place that I always order from? PF Chang's? Not PF Chang's. It's one of the Asian, but not Asian. Yes, it's expensive too.
I only had a one.
Expensive and
Panda
nasty.
Express.
I would never order from Panda Express either.
I've never had Panda Express.
Panda Express. Okay.
I would just never
now they will tell you. They'll tell you like, okay, you pick an entree. They don't tell you how much the entree is, but you pick an entree, 2 sides. Mm-hmm. They have another one that's 2 entrees, 2 sides. Mm-hmm. They don't tell you how much it is, but that's how they gauge it. So I can't get upset if it's only a little bit.
Do you think these apps like Postmates and Uber should ask the restaurants to actually upload their own photos of food? Or do you think they should keep supplying them? And why not?
Well, this is the thing. If it's their menu, these menus are using stock prices. Like, I'm pretty sure if you go to these places and you look at the menu, it's the same exact thing that they have on Postmates.
No.
Because that's all you really have to...
No, but I'm telling you, these places are using shared stock for sure. Like, if you go to TGI Fridays, what you're looking at in the TGI Fridays menu is the TGI Fridays food.
Okay, yes, because it was somebody who made it
image matches the description of the food.
If you go to a little mom and pop shop and they make fried chicken, they might not have the means to take pictures.
To take a picture?
And it be professional quality picture.
Does it have to be for you?
It's one thing to do a snapshot, but you don't want your menu to be printed and it's a crappy, grainy, off-colored picture. You want a professional shot, and some people can't afford that, especially if it's small. Would it matter
for you as
it would not matter to me, but
it wouldn't put you off if you went to a Burger King and the picture of the Whopper on the menu was something some 15-year-old made in the back that looked like somebody sat on it.
First of all, I'm a mom. I'd have thought that was so cute. I've been like, oh my god, that's so cute. Who took
no,
the picture?
That's you. But
I'm still standing in there. I'm still standing in there, and I can order it. But we're talking about I don't think there's anybody who's owning a restaurant, okay, even if it's a mom and pop, that can't have like at least a halfway decent phone to take a halfway decent picture. Or
okay, but
just
then
have their grandkids just have their grandkids come take a picture.
What you think is halfway decent is not gonna be good enough to be put on a. You don't want to spend the money to print it on a label and print it on a menu and then print hundreds and hundreds of copies of these menus.
You only need 1 copy. No, I'm just saying just to upload on the app. I'm not saying make a menu. I'm saying
I'm saying the menu is what they upload.
They're also trying to get more people interested, so they want as many people as possible to come and check it out.
Would it matter to you?
There are way too many people it would matter to.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean,
there are too many people who are going to look at the picture and go, "Oh, I'm not going to get that because it doesn't look quality enough." I mean, how many food snobs do you know will sit down and, instead of eating their food, take pictures and pictures and pictures and pictures so they get the perfect one to put on Instagram? Food's cold by the time they're done.
Interesting.
And then you also have to do the fact that, okay, if I make the food, I have to make picture quality food. That's not going to always happen.
Because, like we said at the beginning, when they take these quality food pictures for advertising, it's not real food, and it's full of toothpicks and dowels and
they make it
and
look
all kinds of stuff to hold everything up and separate.
I personally, as someone who was going to go shop from a food place, would prefer a picture of your real food, even if it was dark or even if it was kind of grainy, whatever. I would rather see what your food looked like than see a stock photo.
Girl, if somebody sent me a picture of what a Whopper looked like,
McDonald's.
I would never order a Whopper.
But that's why I would want it. That's what I would prefer it.
But that's the point.
And then you would never order it.
Right. I don't care. This isn't about how do we make it better for the business people. This is about how do we make it better for the consumers. As a consumer, I would rather know your food looks like crap than order it and find out it looks like crap.
I know the
tandoori.
I've had it before. I know it doesn't look like that picture.
The chicken that you get from the Indian place, would you have ordered it if they sent you a picture of what it looked like?
Yeah, because it looked good. It didn't look bad. It just is nothing like the photo.
Oh, she's saying what she's saying is
the place I made up?
It looked bad.
The place.
They took a picture of it that looked bad.
Oh, picture.
If you were scrolling through Uber Eats and you were looking at restaurants and all the pictures look old and busted and not good, would you order any of that food?
I mean, no, I wouldn't. Even if it turns out to be delicious.
The food is good.
You answer your own question.
But I'm saying,
that is why they won't do that, because people are gonna nope. I have done it myself. I have seen pictures of food and I've gone, that doesn't look appetizing to me. It looks pretty, bad, but it doesn't look appetizing to me. No, it doesn't look bad. The picture is good, but I'm looking at the meal and it does not look appetizing.
But I'm assuming
I look at it, my stomach goes new.
But I'm assuming they took a picture where it looked bad because their food looks good. And if they would have took a snapshot of their food, it looks good. And it just doesn't look. But we're doing in a world where if it for some reason their food came out looking bad, then no, I wouldn't order it. But their food looks good. So had they taken a picture of their actual food and uploaded it, I still would have ordered it, but I wouldn't have been surprised that it didn't look like it did in the picture.
See, I'm not, because of
what she did.
Hold on.
I demand attention.
You may not be far off on that one.
Right.
You have not given me sufficient attention.
What she did.
She was letting me know her water bowl was out of water. She knocked it into the sink.
Well, you trained her well. No, well, she's trained you well. She's trained you well.
Well, no, because I will ignore it. And she gets so she goes, "Hey, it's out of water," which is why it's by the sink and it's sitting where it's sitting. Because if she hits the thing, it's going into the sink. It's not going to go on the floor. She's going to go to the sink. Right. Makes cleanup a lot easier. But yeah, no, I mean, huh? What? He muted. Oh, okay. He's probably dealing with Parker.
No, he's in the kitchen.
Oh, he had to get something?
He doesn't even say anything. I'm not going to interrupt. It just takes a minute to go. Be right back. Click. Like, he just and goes. Rude.
Just be right back quicker than the camera going off.
Because I don't know what you're doing. You could be having, like, a freak out moment. You could be back there fighting a cat. A ghost could have got you. I don't know.
He got grabbed by the Gitchy Gotcha.
Right? Something could have came out from under the bed where all that junk was you tried to shove under there and think we didn't see on the camera.
Listen, Linda. We're not gonna have a stream full of Lindas again tonight.
Linda, listen, Linda.
Hey. But no, so back to the topic at hand. Yeah, no, I'm pictures. I mean, go ahead, Monkey.
So it's not really just so much. I would prefer that the picture looks more like what I'm going to get, but they're trying to sell food. They want to get people to buy it, which unfortunately means getting the best picture of whatever you're...
Right. But I think you guys are looking at it through the POV of the vendors.
No, not necessarily.
The point I'm asking is, do you think, as a consumer, that this is going to lead to a lawsuit in the future because a consumer ordered it and
at least not
didn't
one
like
that won't
it?
get...
Not one in the States.
Would it be
not one in the States.
Now, and would it be fair to the consumers, we're not caring about the owners, if we got to see actual pictures and not stock photos? Even if it means we may not order something that actually is good just because it looks bad, we also avoid ordering stuff that's actually look bad under the guise of probably being good. You know, the false advertising of being good, but it's actually bad. Should consumers be able to make their decision on their own based on the actual food and not stock photography?
Okay, but it's everything is dependent on who's cooking it and all this kind of stuff and what time it's made and who you have in working that day. Even if they take pictures of their own food, it's still not going to come looking to you like that every time.
I know that's
like, okay, you mentioned Chinese food places. Mm-hmm. You mentioned Chinese food. You know those are stock photos, right?
Not all of them. Like the one right here that we order from is not stock photography. It's actual pictures
90% of them.
I wouldn't even say 90% of them are stock. I've never even seen 90% of
the reason why I would say 90% is because I could have gone to one place called August Moon and saw the picture, and then gone to another one, China Walk, and saw the exact same picture.
I can say
and
that
I mean
every
exact same picture down to the marble that the plate was sitting on.
Every Chinese food place I've ever been in has used actual pictures and not stock photography. Everyone that I've been
everyone I've gone to.
So that doesn't equal 90%.
Girl, everyone I've gone to has used stock.
There are two Chinese food places right across the street, and
there's an exception to that rule.
Pictures.
One of them is Japanese.
There's an exception to that rule. The exception is if it's a buffet. If they are a buffet on top of being a Chinese food restaurant, like one of the little ones that you go into, if they are a buffet on top of that, then they use different pictures.
Right.
But just about every other one recirculates the same photo.
Yeah, I've never been into
and they've been recirculating that photo since I was a kid.
I've never been into a Chinese food place that used stock photography. It's always been their actual food.
The one that was by the Art Institute. The one that was by the Art Institute that we used to go to. You remember that one? That was right. Yeah, you had to go. Okay, you remember where the what used to be when Dixie Bates closed down the Office Depot? You had to go down the street a little bit. It was on the same road as the main building for the Art Institute, but it was like 4 or 5 blocks down. Yes.
I don't know what you're talking
was it Lenny's? Where the Office Depot was and the Winn-Dixie, but they closed down the Winn-Dixie.
I don't remember a Chinese place there.
Me neither.
There was a Chinese food place.
I remember Lenny's and a pizza place.
I think I remember a big fancy Thai food place by the yachts. Maybe.
No. It wasn't Thai. It wasn't by the yachts. It was. We went there once or twice. I got a scare of my life because one of my professors showed up and I didn't have my sketchbook and I was freaking out next to you. Because my sketchbook was upstairs and I was like, he's gonna fail me, even though I didn't even have classes with him.
There's a good chance that
it was a little hole in the wall.
Kat did drugs in her college years. And all of this was a phantom moment.
I did a lot of drinking. There was no drugs.
Didn't exist because I have no idea what you're talking about. No.
It was a white building. It was in the plaza. It was away from the main area of the plaza.
Behind it was
a little white
yachts.
Building, little hole in the wall.
A little? No.
No, the yachts were further down.
No, you made this place up.
Yachts were in the other direction, weren't they?
The yachts were closer by the school. This was away from the school.
Yeah, you're making this
like you got out.
I don't remember a Chinese place over there.
There was a bagel place. I don't remember.
You know where the GameStop was? Do you remember where the GameStop was?
What exactly was your drink of choice?
Do you remember where the GameStop was? Yes or no?
Yes. By Publix?
Okay. Yes. Now you go across the street to 17th Street. You know where that is?
Yeah.
That spot. Like you're standing in 17th Street, you look this way, you see Publix, or where Publix is. You're looking in the direction of Publix.
Publix?
You have that in your head.
I'm looking at Publix.
You have that image in your head?
I'm looking at Publix.
Okay, I want you to about face.
Where
That's
Look
why.
at
Doughboys
17th
was?
Street.
Huh?
Where Doughboys was?
You remember the movie theater? Yes. It was in the same plaza as the movie theater.
She's
There was a
making up
little
a
Chinese food
whole
There was a
restaurant.
movie theater
She's
there?
making up a whole bunch of things. A movie theater?
You don't remember the movie theater? We actually had classes in that one. You don't remember the movie theater? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to Google Maps this and send it to you. There was a Chinese food place there that was using the same stock photos that I could have found at the Chinese food place on 7th Street.
I don't remember movie theater either.
There's a glitch in Crafty's Matrix.
I walked down that street every year, every day for like 2.5 years.
They closed it before you came down there. My first semester there, one of my classes was at the movie theater.
Then no.
You don't remember the movie? Hold on. Jesus Christ.
All right, so no.
There was a bunch of tiny little places in that plaza. There was like that Italian restaurant we went to a couple times. They give you like a massive amount of food.
She's not even talking about that one. She's talking about where Doughboys was. If she says is it across the street from Publix.
Yeah, but like right there in that little plaza where Doughboys and stuff was a bunch of like really small little places.
Yeah, I don't remember Chinese.
Like a dry cleaners and things like that.
Definitely don't remember a movie theater. I don't went to the movie.
I don't remember movie theater either.
I don't went to the movie.
I know there was a sports bar right by Publix.
So it was a movie theater, but I don't think it was ever actually like they weren't using it for a movie theater anymore because the art was using it. My game art class was there. The my acting class was there, but I don't remember what the acting class was called.
You had a class down that far by Publix?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was
one place I knew of was the main building and then across the street the culinary building.
Yeah, no.
She drank a lot of balls.
I don't remember any other.
And I know that sounds
she
nasty.
Did.
I know that sounds nasty. But if you know, you
I drank what?
She drank a lot of blue balls.
Balls.
I drank a lot of balls. I did drink
a lot of balls. So
can we not go down this line of questioning?
There's no telling what the caffeine did to her.
Kept me from going crazy.
There's no telling what the caffeine did to her.
The caffeine kept me going during final week. Okay. I survived to like 2 hours of sleep for a week. All
right. So you guys don't think that you guys think that does not foresee a lawsuit on this in the future?
No.
All right.
No.
Now another one. I'm not gonna
unless you're looking at a picture of like pad thai and they send you tandoori chicken.
No, I mean I don't mean sending you completely the wrong order. I just mean sending you the same thing, only it doesn't look like it is.
If they advertise it as tandoori chicken and they show you a picture of tandoori chicken and they send it to you and say it's tandoori chicken. But it's pad thai.
They're even telling you when you get it that it's tandoori chicken.
That's what I'm saying. They're advertising it as that. They're showing you a picture of that, but then they're sending you something else and still calling it that. Then maybe you got a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Now, what about?
But they're showing you a picture of a cheeseburger that has a patty, a piece of lettuce, and a tomato, and they send you a cheeseburger that's got a patty, a piece of lettuce, and a tomato. Then they've covered all their bases.
Now, what about? And I only mention this because both me and Jedi have complained to the point where we've even called their corporate office and been like, yo, what's up, and got free stuff. Like, there's been a time where we purchased a pack of Oreo cookies, and then we opened up the Oreo cookies, and they were thinner than normal. We're like, why are these cookies so thin? Like, they've never been this thin before. They're almost as thin as thin cookies.
It wasn't that they were thin, was it? It was that they didn't have any cream in them. They had like
no, not Oreo, not Oreo. Chips Ahoy. It was Chips Ahoy. Remember we ordered the Chips Ahoy? We bought Chips Ahoy.
Oh, yeah.
And then for some reason, they were just thinner than we used to remember them. And we're like, this is not how Chips Ahoy is supposed to look.
The thin, crispy ones they used to have. They were kind of like that.
Yeah, and now when you order Chips Ahoy, that's just how their cookies are now. They just made a switch and didn't tell nobody because of shrinkflation. But like, we were like, hold on, this is not what a Chips Ahoy cookie should look like, especially since it don't look like, this is not how it look on the pack. And we complained about it, but it's even though like it's the same ingredients, so we should just shut up and eat it.
Well, I mean, it's
No,
shrinkflation.
because they advertised the cookie as a certain size, and then it was thin.
Ain't no dang certain size on that pack. They don't say nothing. They just say here's some cookies. They didn't say it's gonna be 1.5 inches thick or anything. They don't tell you.
Oh, no, but what I'm saying, they show you a picture of the cookie on the bag, and you can see how thick it is. And if they show you it's this thick, and it arrives and it's this thick,
Same
then you can
ingredients.
compare them.
Same ingredients.
But it's not what you're getting.
I feel like you just contradicted yourself a little bit.
No, because it's different ingredients in a way, because they have a thin, crispy cookie.
Because I use the example of what if you see a picture of a big delicious burger with the big buns and then you get it and the buns are smaller, you said same ingredients.
No. That's the thing I'm saying. If the description tells you that it's going to be
not you, I feel like Jedi just contradicted himself.
No, it's the same ingredient.
You said based on the picture. You said the picture is thicker in the picture.
I also said that they send you tandoori chicken and that it's pad thai said tandoori chicken.
Yeah, that's stuck to your argument. That's stuck to your argument. But the cookie thing you just said, your argument for the cookie.
It's like if you buy a box of Oreo cookies and you open it and you get the vanilla Oreo cookies in there instead of the chocolate ones. You're not getting what you got. Because they have a thick Chips Ahoy and they have a thin Chips Ahoy.
But we're only talking about the cookies. You said that you felt like it would be wrong because on the picture it shows you it looking this thick and that's not what you got.
Because they have the size of the cookie and they have a different cookie that's smaller. That bag had the smaller cookies in it.
No, that's just the size of the
cookie. I order a Big Mac and I get a single patty burger. That's the difference.
That's just their cookies now. Their cookies are just thinner because of shrinkflation.
No, they're not. No, they're not that thin.
Even when you order it now, they're still thin.
Nobody orders Oreos.
I mean, when you still buy Chips Ahoy cookies,
no, they're thick. Chips Ahoy cookies are still thick. I got some the other day.
They were thin, and they were crispy.
No, they have a thin and crispy one. It's called thin and crispy.
I know they do.
They have a regular one.
Right, their regular ones aren't as thick as they used to be. They're now.
They are as thick. They're just not as big around. They're still thick. They just don't have enough girth.
I'm gonna let that one go. All right, so the next lawsuit, we kind of low key talked about it. What? What is that?
That's the theater.
That's the Chinese restaurant.
What's it say? Where is
I don't see nothing.
Yeah, it's so blurry. Send it in the Discord.
No, I mean, the picture video's not even coming through to me.
Send it in the Discord.
Yeah, it was called.
I just see some random. I mean, you better show me a wide view.
Hong Kong China food.
You better show me a wide. You better show me a wide screen so I know what street that is. You probably just Googled. Let me get a picture of a Hong Kong Chinese food place. All right, so next lawsuit.
What was that place we saw in New York? We saw some Chinese place in New York that had like a really funny name.
I don't remember.
It was something ridiculous like Fu King Chinese or something like that.
Come get your Fu King Chinese food.
it was something like that. Because it had us cracking up on the street.
All right, so I think this should be a lawsuit in the making just because it makes me mad every time we talk about it. But whatever, it probably will never be, but I think it should be. Movie adaptations that have nothing to do with the original source. Should this be a lawsuit?
How is that a lawsuit?
Should it be a lawsuit in the making? If you go to watch a movie called Resident Evil and you pay money and they say it's Resident Evil and you sit down and it has nothing to do with the video game.
I can end this in one statement.
What?
There was a movie that came out a few years ago and they put a trailer out and it had an actress in the trailer. Mm-hmm. But then by the time it went to the theaters, they cut all her scenes out. So she was no longer in the movie. Mm-hmm. People went to the movie, were mad that they didn't see her in the movie. So they tried to sue the movie companies and they lost the lawsuit.
Now,
I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
In all fairness, the movie company should have cut another trailer if they knew she wasn't in it. But
yeah, now to say adaptations, no, because then you have loosely. You could just say loosely based off of it, as long as it has the person's names. Because let's be real, Resident Evil the movie.
What if it doesn't?
And the game.
What if it doesn't?
Not even closely. They both had zombies. That was about it.
Right.
But what is your basis of this lawsuit?
that
What would you say?
false advertising. In a sense,
I
baiting.
know, but
Like
what's
baiting.
happening in
It's
the
baiting. You're baiting an audience based on a title when you have no intention to deliver what you know the audience wants. You're just baiting them.
That's what every movie does.
Yes and no.
Yeah, that's what trailers do. Trailers
Yes and
juke
no.
you into going and watching a movie.
Yes and no.
You never watched the trailer and everything good about the movie is in the trailer?
Yeah, but it was still in the movie. I got to see it. They made it look really good, and it turned out it was a crappy movie. But I'm just saying,
This has happened so much already.
No,
That's
it happened.
This has happened so much.
This happened so much.
So much already.
The question is, do you think it's a lawsuit in the making? Should it be a lawsuit in the making? If it was, would you support this lawsuit?
This is why you can't make this a lawsuit, because that is a definite buyer's remorse situation. You could have looked into it. If you didn't watch the trailer to see that nothing was the same, or you still put your butt in it and went through the whole movie knowing nothing was the same, that's on you.
But usually you have to wait. You got to wait to see. I mean, like,
no, you don't.
The movie theaters only give you like 10 to 15 minutes. You got 10 to 15 minutes to get up to get your money back. So you could be sitting in a movie for 10, 15 minutes before anything happens.
But this is the thing. You did not do anything, no research on the movie before you went and watched it. You watched the trailer and the trailer didn't.
The trailer of Resident Evil does not tell you anything about what's going on. I don't even know that her name is Alice until I'm watching the movie. I don't know who this is. It could be one of the characters from the movie. I don't know. They don't tell. I mean, from the video.
But the Resident Evil movie had the Umbrella Corporation creating zombies. That's basically Resident Evil. That's all you really need to qualify as Resident Evil.
Yes and no.
So the movie Wanted is a prime example.
Crappy movie.
It also crapped all over the source material.
Nothing from the source material went into this movie except for the names of the characters. And that is it.
Everyone who watched
it. And you knew that? You knew that 5 minutes into the movie.
You see that from the trailer.
Yeah, you could see it was nothing like it from the trailer.
I mean, but that's not always the case. And how many times...
And if it's not the case... Go ahead.
And how many times have you gone to watch a movie based on something that you love, and it turns out to not be anything like it, and you're upset about it?
No, that's happened a lot, but it's one of those situations like with the Resident Evil movie. The first movie would have been great if they would have named it Biohazard.
Yeah, I agree.
It'd have been perfect if it wouldn't have a different name aside from Resident Evil, because they were harping on the Resident Evil franchise and they were shitting all over the source material. I didn't like the fact that the liquor was made the way the liquor was made because it was the wrong virus.
I felt baited.
So I didn't feel baited so much as I am aware that they are not going to take the source material to heart when they make something.
I wasn't aware they were.
No, with the exception of Sin City, Deadpool, and Dune, the newest one. They really don't take the source material into consideration when they do it, because they're not making it for the fans.
A lot of these movies are made by like corporate bigwigs and not people who know the source material.
Not always.
I mean, The Last Airbender was made by someone who liked the show, who was a fan of the show, and shit over the source material.
Can we say?
Oh, the live action show or the
Last Airbender, the movie.
The movie.
The movie, yeah, the movie is garbage.
What do you think, Monkey?
I love the show and I watch it with my kid all the time, and he took it and shit all over the source material.
What do you think, Monkey? The first thing you said was agreed. What do you think?
So, first things first, he didn't screw that up as much as my brain just went to mush. I'm so sorry. The studio screwed up Avatar: The Last Airbender, I think, more than M. Night Shyamalan did. I do believe that he had something to do with it, but at the same time, from what I have heard and read, it sounds like the studios actually got all up in that and screwed everything up. But yeah, I know that it is not the way things are, but I think that should be illegal.
I think it should be illegal. I feel baited. I feel baited.
Listen, if that's true, then Disney would be out of business right now because they'd be getting sued over everything.
I think it
Yeah.
would. I think it would
I am
force.
okay with that.
Yeah. Again, we are not caring about how this will affect the movie studios.
I didn't say. I'm just
Right.
saying, like, there was literally a new Star Wars show that just came out that crapped all over Star Wars canon.
Hell, the 1, 2, and 3 crapped over canon.
They advertised it as a Star Wars show, and then it just crapped all over everything.
And do you know why they
So
keep making
this
these?
is
Because
They just
because it
canceled
makes
it. It was
money.
god awful.
No, because no one's
They-
holding them accountable. What if?
No.
movie
It's because they're
companies-
making money.
No. What? No, I said the reason they keep getting away with it, making these things that have nothing to do with the source material, because no one's. What if there was a committee that made movie studios hold themselves accountable when they're making an adaptation of something? Like, don't call this Borderlands if you know it's going to be nothing as good like the game.
Okay, so this is the thing. This is where you hit the gray area. All I have to add to it is loosely based off of.
Then say that
All
in
I
the
have to say,
trailer.
it's
Then
loosely
say that-
based.
Then say that in
The
the
problem
trailer.
is you can't perfectly adapt some things from anime or something like that into live action. It just doesn't work.
I think that's BS.
No,
No,
it's true.
some things just don't work.
What wouldn't
It's
work?
true.
What wouldn't work? Give an
Okay,
example.
the
Well, I mean,
original
now
X-Men
CG
source
is getting
material
better.
is that
Oh,
like
Okay.
original source material for like the mutants and stuff like that, having Magneto be from a concentration camp and him and Charles being childhood friends and stuff. That you can't do that anymore because it was too long ago. You have to change that.
What?
It doesn't fit anymore. It's too long. Magneto would be like 150 years old now.
But why do you have
You have to change the source material if you're making it into a new movie setting it in modern day. He can't have still been from the Holocaust and be 30 years old.
yeah.
Okay, but
If you're
then-
setting it
but-
up
but
for
when the first X-Men movie came out, you could have done that.
Because they cast an old man who was the age of people who were in the Holocaust.
Right.
That was 30 years ago.
So
Right. So I'm just saying, like, if you
You can't do
the
that
thing is, then they
now.
would not be able
The
to.
Holocaust was like almost 100 years ago.
then you just can't do
You
So you
cannot
got
have
to change the source
you
material.
just can't make it modern day.
So that,
But that's the thing, though. See, with these stories,
but the
you're
comic
gonna
books
wanna
are modern
modernize them
day.
just because you want it to reach the audience that's going to go see it.
But
You're
that's
gonna
like,
want it to be nowadays. You're gonna want it to be modernized every so many years,
Right.
so you can give it to the populace and they can absorb it
I mean, the
and
comic
learn
books.
from it the way we did.
but that's something I think as a viewer you'd be like, okay, I can understand why they changed that. I'm talking on more of a scale where they're just literally crapping on
But
the
him-
source material.
But him being from the Holocaust was significant to his
Right,
character.
but even you yourself,
Yeah.
as a viewer, are you mad about that? Because you're literally saying they
they haven't
no,
done that yet.
right, but you're literally saying if they did, they wouldn't have any choice but to
All right,
change that. So as
the
a
new
viewer-
rumor is in the MCU when they finally bring in Professor X and Magneto that they want them to be black characters
Ooh,
that
no,
like met
no,
during like the civil rights movement and stuff like that or something like that.
no.
That's
No.
going to completely change the source material.
Yeah, no. I mean, we may have, looked at them like certain black, infamous black people in history, as Professor X.
I
has
mean,
always
she
been
doesn't
seen
want to
as a
drop
Martin
their
Luther King
names.
type.
Just significant
And-
black people in
No,
history.
No,
See if
because
you can
Professor
figure
X
it
has always
out.
been seen like Martin Luther King.
There's
and,
only ever been two.
I know.
Magneto's
I know.
always been seen as a Martin Luther
I
King
know. I was
type.
just wondering why
So-
instead of saying that you were like two significant black people in history.
Because
Like, it was
I
a
wanted to
mystery.
shorten it, but then I was just like, fuck it. So we have that, but we cannot put them in the actual. No. No. We can't do that. We can't. I'm sorry. I'm still mad at the fact that they changed Nightcrawler. That shit pissed me off.
Okay, so if you guys don't think it should be illegal, like me and Monkey thinks, you don't think it should be wrong. If you don't like like when you go to these movies and you get upset that they crapped over the source material that you're a fan of, what do you think they should do to prepare an audience to know whether or not they should buy that ticket because it's going to be nothing like the source material?
I feel that people, if you're going to go see a movie, I think you should look into the movie before you see it.
But sometimes you can't. If you want to go see it on opening day, it's not like unless something got leaked.
I'm sorry. No. You can still get a synopsis of a movie even before it's released.
I mean, no. What are you
we got the synopsis for the freaking Aliens movie. It hasn't been released yet.
They released it on purpose. I have never.
You can read up on these things.
No, I have never. There's no. As a moviegoer, I'm not sitting here googling. All right, let's see what this movie is about before I go. No one does that. We watch trailers and then we get in line for the movie. So, and you're saying in order to prepare a patron before they go into does anyone else do that? Anyone else go Google the synopsis of a film before you go watch it?
I see a movie, and if it's something like, okay, with the exception of Deadpool, because I was going to support that no matter what. It was a rated R Deadpool movie. It was done by somebody who was going to stay true to the source material. I supported the hell out of it. So I didn't need to. But other movies, I look at it and go, do I want to watch this? Cool, I'm going to go pull up, a list of movies at the theater, and then I'm going to see what they're about before I go watch it.
What do you mean?
Because I don't want to waste money on a movie I don't like.
What do you mean? You mean just read up the plot of the movie?
Yes.
Okay, so like you read up. Let's say you wanted to go watch Resident Evil, and you read up the plot of the movie, and it just says, and it just says a woman wakes up in a mansion and has to fight some zombies. It's not like they're going to give you everything that happens in the movie. They're only going to give you the plot of the film. You don't know.
They're going to give you a little bit more detail than that, but if I would have read that, I would have went, this isn't a Resident Evil movie.
I don't know. I
was like, this isn't based off the first game, for sure. It's not based off of the third game, for sure.
If you allow these lawsuits to go through where you can sue the movie company...
So that's what I'm saying. If you don't support the lawsuit, what do you support movie companies doing to prepare patrons to know that this film is nothing like the source material?
You can't.
You can't.
Why? Y'all said earlier.
They want to trick people into going sometimes.
So you think they should be allowed to keep tricking people?
They're not tricking you.
What I'm saying is, if you allow these lawsuits like this to go through, then the entertainment industry is done. We're never getting movies again or TV shows or anything. It's just so. You better crack out some books because there's nothing else.
You're talking about it like you suffer a loss. You did not suffer a loss. You made a gamble.
No, I
you put money in. No, I'm saying you didn't suffer a loss.
Money and time.
You gambled.
No, I suffered.
You gambled.
That's what gambling is.
You bought a ticket. No, you bought a ticket for something you didn't need. It wasn't forced upon you. You chose to pick something up that you had no clue what you were getting into. You walked blindly
No, I didn't
into
walk
a
blindly. I watched the trailer.
You walked blind. No, that's still blindly.
Not blindly. That's the whole point of a trailer.
Yes, it is.
To tell the viewers what the movie is about.
No, a trailer is to pique your interest.
Right.
A trailer is to pique your interest. Trailers are not to tell you what the movie's about. They're supposed to pique your interest and make you watch it. Like when everybody saw Spider-Man 3 trailer, it was like, oh my god, this is great. And I looked at everybody and said, y'all are stupid. I bet y'all $5 each this movie's gonna bomb because that trailer's garbage.
But why? What about it?
Because they showed you all the action scenes.
Yeah, but what about the trailer said this is nothing like Spider-Man the comic book?
No, it wasn't that it said it's nothing like Spider-Man the comic book. No, that's the thing. It wasn't that it wasn't like the comic books. I looked at the trailer and went, this is going to be
okay, but that's just a bad movie. I'm not talking about just a bad movie.
And it's a bad movie.
I'm not talking about just a bad movie.
What I'm saying is, I knew from watching the trailer it was a bad movie. I didn't watch it.
Right, but
because I knew it was going to be a waste of my time.
But let's say you watch
so I didn't have to take that blind gamble.
Let's say they cut a
you
trailer.
Took a gamble.
Let's say they cut a trailer and it's an awesome trailer, and then you go watch the movie and they go, okay, actually, Spider-Man didn't do this and he didn't get bit like this. He actually got spider powers like this. And it's nothing like the comic book. They changed everything.
Okay, so he's now Spider-Man from Planet 62.
Hey, Yeah, let's say that. They say you go watch the movie and they're like, look, Spider-Man didn't get by a radioactive spider. His mama did in the 60s, and he was born with spider powers because his mama got bit. And oh, by the way, he's a bad guy. And they
Interesting Spider-Man.
Then the movie is going to have opening weekend and then die.
No, exactly.
Nobody's going to go watch after that.
But I'm saying, and they cut an awesome trailer. All you see is amazing fight scenes or whatever, and you don't know none of that stuff. And then you go sit down. You can't go, oh, well, I should have watched the trailer and said, oh, this is. You're not going to know.
It's still my fault for not reading it. Because it's not a necessity. Like I bought a ticket. It's not victim blaming. You gamble.
I do not go to IMDb. I don't know anyone who goes to IMDb to read up synopses on films.
That is what you. I will put it this way. I have been standing in a line at movie theaters before. Pull out my phone and going, what's playing? This and this? Okay, what's this about? That's what this is about. What's the other one? This is what this is about.
But if you just,
which one do you want to watch?
What if you read it and it just said Spider-Man fights Venom and blah 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 saves the day, and then you go and the movie is about Spider-Man being the bad guy and Venom being the good guy or whatever, and they didn't tell you that in the synopsis. Now whose fault is it?
It's still my fault for watching the movie.
Honestly, I don't think anybody should have to do homework to figure out. I don't think so
either. It's weird.
It's not quite homework as it is just. It's like a book. It really
is though.
If I hand you a book, or you go to a theater, you go to a place and you pick up a book, you don't read the back of the book. You pay money for the book. You read the book. You go, this book is hot garbage. Whose fault is that?
But the book is.
But that's watching the trailer.
The trailer doesn't always do that though. The trailer is literally just showing you pretty, so you go see it. It's not really a synopsis of the movie. It's not what this movie is about, what you're getting into.
Which is the same thing that you get from the back of a book.
But the back of the book actually tells you what you're getting into when you pick up the book. The trailer would more be like the reviews.
But you're giving
for
a
the
different
book.
example. What you're giving an example of
New York is saying this and this.
But with the book example, you're giving an example of I read what a book was about, I bought it, and it turned out to be a crappy book. We're talking about adaptations of actual source material. If I pick up a book that's like, this is a book based on the TV show Dawson's Creek, and I read it and it's nothing like Dawson's Creek, then that's a good example. But just purchasing a book that turns out to be bad, that's different. Going to watch a movie after you see a bad trailer and it turns out to be bad, that's different. I'm talking about you're going to see a movie because they are claiming it is based off of something that you love, and all they're telling you is, Borderlands, look at this awesome trailer, come on and watch it, and then you go sit down.
The trailer wasn't awesome.
I'm just giving an example. Okay, anything else?
Okay. So
and you go watch it, and it's
that's the thing.
Nothing like it.
This is they're saying this is an adaptation. Cool. 50 Shades of Grey was an adaptation of Twilight.
No, that's different. That's no. 50
okay, hold on.
No, that's fan fiction.
What about something they changed what you like? What if they change something and you like it?
And that's fine, but I'm talking about people who don't like it. I'm
like the movie Constantine. You like the movie Constantine because you don't know the character.
Exactly.
The source material is not that movie. Keanu Reeves movie is not Constantine. That is not the source material. But you still liked it.
But it wasn't cool of them to do that. Sure, some people like people like Donnie Darko. We can't understand why some people like bad movies. I'm just talking about how do you protect,
this is why you can't throw
other than telling someone.
You can't, because
anytime you spend your money on a product, like I was saying a little while ago, it's a gamble. You don't know exactly what you're going to get. Yesterday,
Go ahead. Yesterday, you got what?
I'm going to say, yesterday, we got McDonald's. It got there cold, and one of the hamburgers, the bun was crusty. It's just a chance you take when you buy something. I bought these new headphones today, the brand new headphones, and they got like a crackle on them. It's just, I can't go through Turtle Beach now.
Yeah, the problem is...
It's just a chance you take when you spend your money on something.
Especially with something called adaptation. It in itself means that it's the same as the source material. It is adapted from the source material. It's not going to be the same. It's somebody else's perspective on the story. Someone took the story of Spider-Man and thought, this is going to be cool if I have Spider-Man actually, the first movies that they did. They adapted it. Spider-Man no longer had to make web cartridges. It was a natural thing that he produced webbing. That is an adaptation that they added. So you cannot say I'm going. It's adaptation of from the source material. It's not going to be 100%.
You can probably count
Very
on
rarely.
one
What up, Ender?
hand movies or shows or whatever that adapted the source material perfectly.
Yeah.
Now you both said
And-
And
earlier.
it sucks.
Probably
Excuse the toothbrush.
not
I
even on
use
one
it to
hand.
clean
Let's
my
be
nails.
honest.
I don't brush my
Yeah.
teeth at the desk. I use it to clean my nails. Now earlier you both said something that made sense to me, but I don't know if you guys have now abandoned this. That it's as simple
What?
as just saying loosely based. So why not?
I never said that. That's Pat's argument.
So why not have movie studios be instructed to, if it's nothing like the source material, to just put loosely based?
Because they want to
you're
trick
just-
people
We
into
don't care
seeing
about
it.
them. I know, but I don't care
Okay,
about them. I'm
I
saying what's better for
assume-
the patrons?
I-
Would it be
I
better for you to
assume
know that it's
anytime there's an adaptation that is loosely based off of?
okay? But that's you.
I assume. I automatically go into a situation thinking, oh,
Right.
this is based off of that. Yeah, it's not going to be 100% based off that. It's loosely based. It's somebody else who wanted
Okay,
to,
that's
because
you.
they're trying to give
You've
it
been
to a
doing-
different. They're trying to send it to a different audience.
Right.
They don't make comic book movies for comic book fans. They make them for non-comic book. Try and get book fans. They don't make book movies for book fans. They make them for the people who didn't pick up the book because they want you to go and read the book.
Okay, but that's
They don't
you.
do
What
it for
about
us.
What about the millions of people who don't know? What about the millions of moviegoers? Because we're all in our 40s, okay? And what about the millions of moviegoers who are younger, who don't know any better, that when you purchased this ticket because it said Spider-Man and you thought it was going to be Spider-Man, and they were like, actually, what we're doing is dun dun dun,
Because
and now
for the most
they're
part,
mad.
these young viewers you're talking about don't read comic books anymore.
And also, at the same time, you
know.
can't even
Comic books are
blame them
mostly read
because-
by people our age.
No, every Marvel and DC both do it. They are several different universes. That is why you have X-Men Spider-Man 2099. They
It's
have
professionally
different
made clickbait.
adaptations in this.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is, Ender. It's clickbait. So the question is, Ender, should movie companies be allowed to
Hey,
just
Ender.
continuing clickbaiting people, or do you foresee this being a lawsuit in the making? Like, is someone going to be like,
Okay.
you know what? I'm going to go to
Where do you
Morgan and Morgan.
draw the line?
I'm going to go to Morgan and
Where
Morgan.
do you draw the line?
What do you mean?
Where do you draw the line about somebody clickbaiting somebody into something? Because let's say you meet somebody on one of these dating apps and they got their picture and they're all dolled up and everything. Then you go meet them in person. You've been dating for a while and they take off the makeup and the hair extensions and he takes off his toupee or whatever. You just got clickbaited.
You said they've been dating for a while.
Catfished.
But that's what I'm saying.
I
and that's when
mean-
they finally feel
I
comfortable
mean-
to take the toupee off or
I mean,
whatever. You
everybody,
got clickbaited.
am I clickbaiting you guys? I don't look like this off stream. Am I clickbaiting you guys? I promise you 100% I don't look like this off stream. Am I clickbaiting?
That's what I'm saying. Where do you draw the
But
line?
I'm not, but it's still me.
You catfished us all.
This
You
isn't
catfished us all.
this isn't an adaptation of me. This is me, and I just put some makeup on. That example I don't think counts.
That's what these movie companies
What
would
the
argue
movie-
they're doing. They're
it
taking
would-
Spider-Man and putting some makeup on
It
him.
would be different if you're scrolling through the dating app and you see some like hot Japanese chick and you go pick her up and she's an African American and she's like, "Hey, baby," that's clickbait, and that's what the movie companies
Okay.
do.
Chibi, I've
Oh, I
seen
know
some
what the
makeup
question
tutorials.
is. Everyone brings point. Look, click. Everyone brings fair points, but I'm gonna have to go with Crafty. Says also, sorry, I'm using TTS. TTS. Oh, talk to speak. Talk to
Yeah.
text to speech.
Yeah. Aren't you supposed to be
That's
going to
smart.
work?
That's smart. All right, so we're at a 50-50 split.
I wasn't like calling you out or anything. I'm just saying. I'm just
No, but I'm just
trying to get to the point to
I don't
where
think- I
where
don't
do you
think
draw
makeup-
the line? Because like with your earlier lawsuit with the pictures of the fast food, that's technically clickbaiting. The Whopper doesn't look like that.
Now, again, I've seen some people work magic on
We would
makeup.
just be
where
in
they-
lawsuit purgatory forever if people sue over everything like that.
Come here.
I may or may not be breaking the law.
Yeah,
Ender
I'm
is
breaking the law.
definitely breaking the law. Okay, he clickbaits everybody. I know this for 100% facts.
Dang.
All right.
Be nice, Chibi.
No, he said it. What are you talking about? Excuse me. How the F do I click? Do I cook meat? What?
He's breaking the law by doing something else.
Oh, I thought it meant he was breaking the law by clickbaiting because
No.
Wait, see, bait? See, look, I don't even know what he's talking about anymore. You know what?
She
We're done. All
she
right.
was confused. I figured what you meant because you're. Yes, because he's breaking the law because he's going to work.
How's that breaking the law?
Meaning he's. Well,
I heard like 2 words.
Yeah, none of your words.
He's driving while on the phone. He's driving.
Oh, but he's using text to speech, so you're not breaking the law. All right.
Depending on where you are, that doesn't matter. Where I'm at right now, you can't.
As long as it's hands free, I think you're good.
How can you not be hands free?
No.
That doesn't make any sense.
No.
What?
Not even hands free. If they catch you, you get.
No, I'm looking that up. I'm looking that up. Were you in Alabama, right?
Mm-hmm. They don't want distracted drivers. So on your phone while driving, even if it's talk to speech.
I mean, the radio distracts you just as much.
Yeah. Let me try this. Just close it out completely.
Listen, dagnabbit. Yes, you can use hands-free device to make or receive calls while driving in
Linda.
Alabama, which goes into effect June 15th of this year.
They're changing it.
Linda.
It said it went into effect June 15th of this year.
Under where he's at, paying attention to videos or using AirPods considered as distracted driving.
Yeah, don't. Oh, so you're paying attention to the video? You don't have to look at our faces. I know
He's
we're all
got
pretty.
earbuds.
I know we're all pretty.
He's got earbuds. Chibi. He's got headphones in his ear.
As you can tell by my picture, I am gorgeous.
Yeah, Monkey is.
Oh, yes, you are.
Monkey's the most attractive of us all, apparently. Look at that
Yes,
face.
he is.
Look at that face. Rawr.
Look
right.
at that body.
Chibi.
Huh?
Look at that body.
Chibi.
Huh?
Chibi.
Huh?
Chibi.
Huh?
Chibi.
You
I'm
are?
about to play silence on you if you do that again.
Oh.
60 seconds of silence if you do that shit again.
You can't silence somebody with just chatting stream. All right, you guys
Yes,
want...
I can. Me, Jedi, and Monkey will talk.
Useless people, zombies, or time machine?
Sorry, what?
Useless people,
zombies, or time machines.
Zombies.
I picked the last topic. There we go.
Zombies? You said zombies too, Kat? Or
Well,
time
I
machine?
picked the last one, so someone else has to pick. So he picked
Jedi?
zombies. So zombies.
Yeah.
Fine, I'm good.
No, you have to pick one.
Jedi's picking the next topic.
What?
He said zombies. Zombies is fine. I said zombies is fine.
All right, zombies. We'll go zombies. You guys ready? You guys have to use your creativity, so get into a space of creativity. If you have to light a candle,
I'm
I don't have any
incense,
creativity.
whatever.
Oh, I have way too much information on this subject. Let's go.
I don't think you're ready for this question. I'm not saying I'm doing this, but if I do to turn on TTS, I touch my phone, which then makes it not touch free, which is against the law. Okay, I got you. I got you now. I got you. All right, zombies.
Just drive safely, please.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
It's the zombie apocalypse. We're gonna say not 28 days later or dawn of the night, not fast zombies. We're talking original zombies. All right, so you don't gotta be running like they're not chasing you like that.
When we say original, are we talking like voodoo zombies, or are we talking?
No,
like
we're talking about Night of the Living Dead. The Walking Dead type zombies. They're not running.
I'm just clarifying.
What about Return of the Living Dead zombies that can speak?
Not speaking, driving, running. Just the Walking Dead zombies. All right. It's the zombie apocalypse. Okay, I'm going to set it up for you. It's the zombie apocalypse. You only get one weapon of your choice, one food item that somehow you magically readily have a source of, and 3 members of your zombie apocalypse team. What?
What do you mean readily have available?
Like if you say ramen,
it's magic. It's always
gonna walk past me every day for me to kill.
Like if it's deer, then you just happen across some factory that has like frozen
every day. I'm living in the woods somewhere.
You come across an abandoned ice shack where some hunter put a bunch of deer and it's all frozen. And it's more than enough for you to eat for the rest of your life. This is magic here, okay? This is hypothetical. One food item of your source, okay, readily available to you, and 3 members of your zombie apoc survival team, real or fiction, but no superheroes. Go. Who wants to go first?
Wait. I need clarification on the superheroes part.
So you can't be like Superman. Come on.
Okay, so no person with supernatural powers.
Right, that's what I meant by superhero. No superpowers. No one with superpowers.
We're not counting Batman either.
Batman.
No, I wasn't gonna use Batman. I was gonna use that.
Yeah. Well, Batman isn't human, right? Isn't he like
he's a metahuman.
At one point, they did admit that he's a metahuman, but
right.
I don't know
if they're still saying but I don't think it's stuck.
No, okay.
I mean, they had to admit that he was a metahuman when they talked about how many like things he's mastered. Like, there's no way a normal person could have done that in that short time.
All right,
but I don't know if they stuck to that.
Who wants to go first?
What was the first thing? Weapon of choice?
One weapon of your choice. The food item and 3 members of your apoc team.
Machete.
Okay, you want a machete? Why? You have to say why.
Because they have these machetes you can get at like survival stores. There's a machete on one side and it's got like a saw on the other side and like a multi-tool in the handle, stuff like that. It has multi-purposes.
Dang.
Okay, so quick question. Are we working with the same magic that keeps the food?
Yeah, like if you choose a gun,
sustained?
you have a never-ending supply of bullets.
Oh, okay.
Guns jam though.
I'm just saying, just so you don't have to worry about like I broke my knife and now I got nothing. Your knife is never going to break.
Yeah, no, that's one of the reasons I wouldn't go with a sharp object is because they don't.
Yeah.
We'll go one at a time. We'll do just the weapons first.
I have a whetstone to sharpen it with.
All right, so Jetty's got a multi-use machete. What do you have, Monkey?
I'm torn between an axe or a mace.
Why?
Probably a mace.
Say why both.
So the axe would be more useful. It would be more deadly. Unfortunately, it can get stuck. So a club would be like a flanged mace would actually be more useful in a zombie situation because it won't get stuck nearly as easily, and it can deal a lot of damage. It just doesn't have much in the way of other uses.
Okay.
Yeah, you need multitaskers.
Cat, what's your weapon?
Sledgehammer.
The BFG from Doom.
Sledgehammer, why?
Yeah, range and weight.
Sledgehammer? Like the
The
big
sledgehammer is as big as you are, Cat.
You don't feel like
That's not a sledgehammer. That's a maul. What are you doing?
Sledgehammer.
You don't feel like a sledgehammer would be too hard to like, and then get to. Let's say you got a horde coming up on you. You don't think it'd be too hard to like?
I can outrun the horde.
True.
They're not fast moving. I could get a bicycle and cycle past them.
Like, I mean,
they're not fast moving.
I'm not trying to jump
the sledgehammer is literally.
You've seen how fast the tricycle is?
Now, I'm not trying to jump on team, make fun of Cat, but you are short. You don't think it'd be hard for you to hit them in the head?
No, I don't have to hit them in the head.
Jump.
What?
I said I don't have to hit them in the head. They're slow-moving zombies.
So you gonna hit them
in the hit them in the kneecap, they're gone for a while. And then they have to crawl to me.
My only problem with that is sledgehammers are heavy as hell. If the head gets stuck on something, it's kind of there.
I mean, you're going to be tired after like 3 swings of a sledgehammer.
Yeah, eventually you'll build up the strength for wielding it for a bit longer than that, but you will destroy your shoulders and arms before you get there.
Seems like a lot of work, a sledgehammer. Like, I'm tired thinking about it.
That terrible? It's not that terrible, but yeah, it takes some use to it, but I can get used to that. That's not a problem.
Maybe you start out with like a little ball peen hammer and work your way up sledgehammer.
No, sledgehammer's fine. And you can get them in different weights.
Okay.
You can get them in different weight. Yeah, okay. That's why I'm like flanged mace, because it does the same thing. It's a lot lighter.
It's like a sledgehammer's unwieldy.
And it won't get stuck nearly as easily.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Jedi, what's your food?
You gotta have, if it's only gonna be one thing, you gotta have something that's high nutrient value. I'm going fish.
Fish? Okay. So you just
fish.
All right.
I have a stream where I have an endless supply of fish.
Okay.
high fatty acids, high protein.
Okay. Monkey, what you eating?
I mean, if I magically had an infinite supply of it, cheesy mashed potatoes.
Cheesy mashed potatoes.
So potatoes actually have almost all of the vitamins and nutrients that you need to survive, except for vitamin D.
Oh, Jedi's got your vitamin D.
Wait, what? Other way around. Other way around.
They lack vitamin D and calcium and, of course, fats, which our bodies need. So cheesy mashed potatoes or buttery mashed potatoes are actually one of the fullest meals you can get your hands on.
Mashed potatoes. I want some mashed potatoes. Jedi, I want some mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes make me sluggish.
They are like
I get the itis after I eat a big bowl of mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I do get the itis after mashed potatoes, and the zombies gonna come after you fill up on the mashed potatoes. You're gonna be too tired to fight them.
That's one of the reasons that it's a good food. It gives you a whole bunch of energy for a long period of time, and like I said, it's pretty nutrient dense.
But what kind of potatoes? You got like yellow potatoes or red potatoes?
I prefer yellow potatoes.
Idaho potatoes.
And a pimp. Cat.
I mean, I don't discriminate. Potatoes are delicious.
Cat, what you eating?
Protein shakes.
Protein shakes. But then you also have, I guess the one that's already made. Protein shakes. Mm-hmm. You don't think you get the runs? By never having any solids?
You're gonna be like that deer at the beginning of Castle Crashers.
Right? It's pooping all the time. You need some solid in there to make poop. It's gonna be diarrheaing everywhere. All right, Jedi, who's on your zombie apoc team? Listen, I put on I put on some fake eyelashes. I will never do this again.
John Wick. Ash Williams. And Dutch from Predator.
Dutch from Predator? Which one was Dutch?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh. I mean, that's a pretty good, why? Tell me why each person.
Dutch has survival skills already. He whooped up on a Predator. Zombies should be no problem. Mm-hmm. He has military training, weapons training. John Wick is literally the boogeyman. The zombies are probably too scared to even come close.
They'll see him turn around and run away.
And he doesn't have any superpowers? He's just a regular
John Wick? No.
Okay.
He's just a badass.
Oh, that's right, John Wick. For some reason, you said John Wick. I knew you said John Wick, and I watched the John Wick movie, but I was thinking of Constantine for some reason. I don't know why. I know. That's why I was like, I think he's got powers, but I was just thinking Keanu Reeves. Mm-hmm. All right, and who's the last person?
And Ash Williams, because he's Ash Williams.
He's got a boomstick. Monkey, who you rolling with?
I'm probably gonna stick with Arnold Schwarzenegger's character from Predator, but I'm gonna go with Daryl from Walking Dead.
Ooh, smart.
And one of my friends from the SCA.
Why?
Because if you want to know how to use weapons that are quiet and readily accessible, mm-hmm. Scadians, people who train with medieval weaponry, mm-hmm. Good choice.
Before you go, Kat, Ender said Demon Blade from Supernatural, the Winchester Brothers, and Annie MRE. Who's that?
No, MREs, meal ready.
We've had MREs.
I thought it was a person. Because I said three people. The Winchester.
Yeah, no, the Winchester Brothers.
Can the weapon be magical?
I mean,
Angel Blades.
I didn't say that.
Angel Blades have powers.
But I guess that's not fair to have a magical weapon.
You didn't say we couldn't.
I didn't say you couldn't, but I also said no superheroes because I didn't want someone to just come in with like some, like, save the day in 2 seconds because they're a superhero. I kind of think it's kind of not fair if you got like a weapon that can just be like.
Listen, if we can have the Angel Blade, we can have the BFG.
I know, right? I'm gonna take these off. Excuse me for a second. Like,
the eyelashes are killing you.
They've been trying to sabotage you this whole time.
Yeah,
so.
like, I don't understand it. Like, somebody was like,
yeah, but the blade is technically outside the bounds, I believe.
They're technically human.
I mean, if we're going that, I'm taking the Colt then from Supernatural.
Yeah, right?
All right, so
because it literally kills anything.
Let's pick a weapon that's not magical.
We've got infinite weapon or bullets, so yeah, might as well.
We're gonna pick a weapon that's not magical.
Oh yeah.
Cat, who you rolling?
No magical weapon.
Mjolnir. I want Mjolnir.
And then you said the Winchester brothers is just 2 people or it's 3?
2.
You get 3 people.
Technically, it's 3.
Oh, is it 3? Okay.
They added a third brother later on in the show, a half brother.
Oh, okay.
He was
pole arm
early in the series too. He just any pole arm. Pole arm is a type of weapon like a spear or a halberd or a it's got a weapon on the end of a pole.
Oh, okay.
Those are good for distance.
Don't need a third person with the Winchesters? Okay. And they're not magical, right? They're not magical, right?
That is not true. They are going to fall on their ass at some point and drop their weapons.
I mean, they have died multiple times.
Later, but...
They may survive anyway, but I swear to God, the number of times those guys just get knocked around by every damn thing. And
They've died multiple times,
every weapon.
I don't know, Ender. I think they're saying that your person might not be good. Your people might not be good.
No, the Winchesters are amazing.
No.
The Winchesters are amazing.
don't say that. The Winchesters are beautiful, fantastic,
awesome. Until they pissed off God.
Yeah.
Who you rolling with, Cat?
But then they raised the new god.
Plus, it's slow zombies, so it's fine. It's true, it is slow zombies. That's fair. Oh my God,
slow zombies, it's fine. So Daryl, of course, because I need my eye candy, and it's Daryl. I went anime, so Integra Helsing.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Listen. You might as well
not
pick,
magical.
Not
magical.
No.
Why is he? Are they magical Jedi?
They are a normal human being.
Jedi, are they magical?
Can I have Simon Belmont?
No, because he's magical. The Belmonts are magical. The Belmonts are magical.
Who's your third person?
Integra just has a pet vampire.
Are you saying why? Did you tell me why with each of these people? You say you're eye candy, so why is this next person?
Well, Daryl is Daryl.
She has a pet vampire.
No, Integra, because she can control said pet vampire. Even if we don't use him in it,
the vampire can't be there.
The vampire can't be there, but she is a leader of an organization that hunts down monsters.
Her organization ain't there.
Her organization don't have to be there.
Okay, it's just
she's
her.
The leader for a reason.
Okay, so
she's the leader for.
Okay.
And Bulma. Because I don't want to be sleeping in a cabin. She's got fucking houses and capsules.
Listen, capsules are magic.
No, they're not. They are engineered. They are science. It is not magic. Bulma is not magical. She's a genius. That is science. Bulma from Dragon Ball Z.
She runs Capsule Corp. It's a corporation that literally got famous or rich for literally putting everything you need in tiny capsules. She has
capsules with houses in it.
Yeah.
That sounds like magic. That sounds like magic.
That's not magic.
She throws a capsule the size of her finger on the ground, and she has a house.
That sounds a little unreal.
With running water.
With a full buffet already fixed inside the house.
It is not magic. It is science. She's a genius.
Where did cooked food come from inside the house?
Okay, she's there, but she's not bringing her capsules. It's just her. You just
why can't she bring the capsules? Okay, so she's a genius. That's fine.
So you bring her for her genius skills. Okay,
yes.
Fine. Okay, fine. I mean, at the end of the day, this was all just a test to see if any of you would want me to be on your zombie team, and you did it. So I hate you all.
Okay,
now
I want you to be safe and not
one of y'all said Chibi.
Wait, this is unfair analysis because you didn't give your zombie team.
I'm just a host.
Yep.
I'm just a host.
Nope.
And
I wasn't
Chibi,
gonna answer any of
I
these
don't-
questions.
Wait, Chibi. In my defense, I would want you to be at the safe place
So
where you don't have to deal with
so
zombies.
you're not safe? Like no, zombies are everywhere.
No, I'm
I'ma
not
be
safe.
with
I'm gonna go
zombies.
out and get you stuff.
No, I'm gonna be with
I'm
zombies.
gonna go
I'm
out-
not on your team. I'm not there. I'm not there.
You're
I'm by
safe.
myself. No,
My
I'm by
team goes out.
I'm all alone.
You are stuck in the house. You're the
No,
capsule house.
I'm all alone. Thank you,
I mean,
Ender.
to be
Ender's
fair,
got
nobody
a third
picked me
spot.
either.
Ender's got a third spot.
And I didn't pick.
Nobody picked me or cat.
Chibi, you have to understand. I didn't pick Monkey.
I'd
That
pick-
lets you know that I was not thinking about.
See, now
Real
I'd
people.
have picked all three of y'all, but I see how it is. I'm not gonna take it personally.
You're a liar. You framed this in the context of we
All
We
right,
don't have
each
each other.
What about you?
I'm
What
joking,
you got?
I'm
What you
joking.
got?
She's
What's
not going to
your
answer.
What's your
I'm-
food? What's your weapon? What's your food? Who are your three?
I mean,
people?
I was gonna answer.
She's not
but
answering.
If I did, like I really would pick you guys to come. Maybe, yeah, I'd pick you guys.
I like how
maybe. No. Oh, yeah.
I'm just thinking. I was like, yeah, but then I felt bad that I was leaving Arterman out. But like, he's never here anyway, so.
I mean, seriously, like, okay.
He'd say he was coming and then never show up.
You already know in the zombie apocalypse,
mean-
I'm coming to get you. You know
I
that,
know
right?
that's why you're on my team. Plus, you know
You
how to do
created
things
quite
with
a problem
knives.
here.
What?
You've created quite a problem because you chose us three, but you've left out your brother. You left out your kids.
No, I literally just.
I have 4 sisters.
That's why we weren't taking real
I come
people.
before all of them. I come before all of
I
them.
have 4 sisters, 2 half sisters, and a quarter sister.
My weapon. I mean, I'm sorry. I was just bring a gun. I know y'all say it's loud, but I still bring a gun.
Can you see that?
Oh, a quarter
Do you
sister?
need a
Is that what you meant?
Good luck, Ender.
Bye, Ender. Thanks for coming to hang out. Talk about
Have a good
IRL
one.
clickbait.
Be safe.
All right. What do you guys?
Can I have also the frog from Chrono Trigger? I can't remember his name.
I don't know what any of that means.
What was his name, Cat?
I don't remember. Wait, so, I mean, no, I wouldn't be able to use anybody from any of the Final Fantasy. I'd be okay with Cloud.
Dante?
No. Dante's not human.
No. No. Everybody in a Final Fantasy game is a frigging superhuman.
Final Fantasy 15. I don't think that they
You
count
know
as
what?
superhuman.
They're just
No.
K-pop people.
That's a K-pop band with superpowers. That's not.
they have summons and things. That's
No,
powers.
only the lead has summons. No one else has powers. Everybody else is just a regular knight that protects.
I feel like everybody
friends.
in the Final Fantasy universe has powers in some kind of way.
Not everybody, but basically anybody with a name.
Like Tifa, as badass as she is, does not have any powers. She's just a fucking badass.
That's a
Same
bold
thing.
lie.
She does not have powers
If you
as
can,
far as
she can punch a tank, and it
she's a
cries.
badass. Again, badass.
Sounds like
Cloud
powers to
has
me.
Powers. Cloud has powers because of he's a super soldier, so Cloud doesn't count. But everybody else, well, Red X doesn't count,
Sephiroth,
and
just not Sephiroth.
yeah, Red X doesn't count because Red X's powers and what's his face? I can't remember his name.
Kate
The
said-
vampire doesn't count.
Oh, Vincent.
Yes, Vincent doesn't
Valentine.
count because he has powers. But everybody else is just about everybody else is human.
No,
Tifa's human.
no,
Well, Aerith isn't.
no. Nobody in
Tifa's
that
human.
game.
Aerith has a gun for an
I don't
arm. That
care
counts
what
as a
they call
power.
Themselves.
Gun for an arm sounds not fair.
Yeah,
I don't know none of these people you guys talking
it's a
about.
chain gun.
Yeah. It's one of the games that I'll end up.
Your audio.
I
keeps
have the
cutting in
remake
and
though.
out. We hear you.
I have
now.
no clue why.
All right.
But-
You guys want useless people or time machines?
Jedi pick because everybody else has picked but you.
Useless people.
All right. So, who here?
Take politicians for 300.
Who here watches The Big Bang Theory?
Kind of.
Watched it.
Seen it. I've seen it.
Seen
I don't
episodes.
religiously watch it.
You religiously watch it, Monkey?
I don't.
What?
Oh.
I said Monkey. You watch it a
No,
lot?
I said I.
No,
have
I'm the one that
watched
said
it.
religiously watch it.
I can't hear Monkey. You said what?
He said
I
he's watched
have
it.
watched it.
You have watched it? Okay, but not like every
Yeah.
episode.
No, not every episode.
All right, so maybe you guys have never seen this episode, maybe you have. So I'm going to touch on something they said in this one episode, get your opinion, and then throw 2 more examples at you just to see what you guys think, okay? So there was an episode of The Big Bang Theory where they were convincing, who was it? I think they were convincing, I think it was, what's the lady name who hosts?
Penny?
No, the other lady. The one who hosts
That is not-
Jeopardy.
Blossom?
Yeah, the Blossom chick.
Oh,
Her character
You remember her name?
was convincing all of the guys that Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark
We've
was
heard this
actually
before.
a useless character who provided nothing to the plot of the movie. In fact, you can take him out of the movie and it would not change the ending whatsoever.
Somebody disproved this after the episode came out. I can't remember what they said or how they did it, but they proved her wrong.
Okay, so can you prove her wrong?
I can't remember what they said, but they proved it wrong because they put like a lot of thought into it. I can't remember exactly what they said.
for which one?
For Raiders of the Lost Ark, that you can
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
you can remove Indiana Jones from that movie and it changes nothing, as far as the plot goes. The endings.
According to her, she said the Nazis find the Ark, they open the Ark, they all melt.
Like
Indiana Jones didn't need to do anything.
He provided nothing but delaying the inevitable that was going to happen anyway at the end.
I need to find that video because somebody disproved this already.
But how do you? I want to know your opinion on it. Do you think he was useless? And if not, can you yourself think of a reason on why he actually was needed in that film?
Didn't they follow him to find Marion in the beginning?
They would have found her anyway.
Not necessarily. They followed him to her.
No, they were.
She was hiding in Tibet somewhere.
No, they were already there. They didn't follow.
Oh, they followed him. They were on the plane with him.
They were already going. They already knew where she was. They
And they just happened to end up on the same plane with him after they were already following him.
They already knew where she was. They were already going to go get the thing from her.
I can't chime in on this
But
one.
they didn't. They
did.
followed him.
It's been so long, I'd have to rewatch it to get.
They followed him and got on the same plane with him and followed him to her bar.
They already knew she had everything. They mentioned it in the movie.
But
Like
they
I
didn't
watched it
know he was
recently.
bad.
No, they knew where she was. I watched it recently. They were already going when he was going. They were both going at the same time. They just happened to be on the same plane. They were already going.
No, I don't think I buy that.
I watched it. But okay, so
I've watched it 100 times.
So the whole thing on it is that it's a movie about where there's a seemingly important character in the movie that actually serves no purpose, and if you take them out of the movie's just fine. You really didn't need them to begin with. So I have 2 examples that I found online. Well, one example I found on one line. Another example I just thought of myself, which is why I thought of this whole thing, because I was watching some movies and I said to myself, this person is actually quite useless. And I was like, we should probably talk about this on stream. So one of the characters that they said is completely useless pretty much in every movie that they've ever been in. And you can feel free to, I don't have any opinion on the matter. I just want to know you guys' opinion. C-3PO. Completely useless in every movie he's ever been in.
That is blasphemy, and I will not stand for this.
I mean, he translated.
Good day, madam.
Yeah, he's not useless. He is not useless.
So if you think he's not useless, give an example of how he actually provided either something that's pivotal to the movie, helped the plot of the movie, helped the happy ending of the movie somehow. Like, he was needed in that film. Like, if you take him out that film, there is no happy ending.
The last movie, he's the translator for the Ewoks.
He also translates for Jabba the Hutt on the sail barge.
Yeah. He keeps them from dying.
Let me see what somebody...
He's also the straight man for the duo of C-3PO and R2-D2. Because R2-D2 is a sassy bitch.
And we love her for
This is
it.
what someone says online. They say C-3PO in any Star Wars film. They said R2-D2 is a major driver in the Star Wars plots, from delivering Leia's message to Obi-Wan to Deus Ex Machina-ing.
Deus Machina.
Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah.
It means
Deus
the machine of God, and it's basically
The-
The MacGuffin.
All right, so Deus...
no, it's a plot contrivance. You do the thing because it has to be done. So we're going to just make it happen. Hand of God.
So they said he Deus Ex Machina-ings the heck out of Luke's missing map in The Force Awakens. Not so much his gold-plated partner, who exists only to whine and suggest his friends do exactly the opposite of what they should. Take the first film. He doesn't help R2 deliver his message. He does nothing in the Death Star, and even less in the final battle. We go so far as to say he has no impacts in the film at all, apart from almost allowing his allies to be devoured by the ghastly Ewoks.
He stays behind at Owen and Beru's farm when R2 wanders off into the desert and tells Luke where R2 went and who he was looking for.
Also, if it weren't for him, then the Ewoks would have eaten them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How did he help?
He was their golden god.
Yeah, he was the golden god.
Okay.
When he showed up, they're like, ah.
All right, so you guys think C-3PO is important. So this is other characters.
Yes,
I just say he's not useless. That's all. That's only my position.
I was watching some movies and I thought this one particular character was super useless. So I was like, I'm gonna bring him up. Now, maybe not totally useless, but 90% useless in every film that I watched him in. So you guys can feel free to debate if I'm wrong or not. But
Legolas.
did you guys find Gandalf, either the white or gray, useful in any of the Lord of the Rings and or Hobbit films? And say
just
why.
Watching Kat just about to like attack the fucking
I was.
Say why.
He said Legolas first, and then she said Gandalf. And
No, I didn't say Legolas.
I was joking about Legolas, but I know she likes Legolas.
Legolas is needed, okay? That film is ruined without Legolas. You take Legolas out of that film, and Sauron wins. Okay, Gandalf. How useless did
your blasphemy?
How useful do you find him in the movie?
I am not going to stand for your blasphemy. I'm not.
Go ahead. This is why.
Because again, he saves their life in the first movie.
When?
Everyone's life.
When?
The Balrog. When he defeats the Balrog.
They were already across the bridge. Listen.
No, they weren't.
Yes, they were. I literally just binge watched all these films
Run,
last
you fools! And then he falls to his death.
No, they stopped because he stopped. Had they kept running, the door was right there.
The Balrog would just run them down.
No, the exit of the exit of the cave was right there. The Balrog wasn't.
Doesn't matter.
The Balrog wasn't coming out of that cave. The Balrog wasn't coming out of that cave.
Yes, he doesn't have to come out of the cave. He's got like mile-long fire chains.
They were gone. Yeah. They were gone.
No, they weren't.
No, they were not. They were dead without Gandalf.
No, they
were dead without Gandalf. The Balrog would have monkey stomped them.
As a matter of fact, I feel like they wouldn't have even went in there if it wasn't for Gandalf.
They had to go in there.
If it wasn't for Gandalf, there would have been a fellowship to begin with.
They had two different ways that they could go. Gandalf knew. They had two different ways that they could go, all right? There was the faster way, which was in the cave. Gandalf knew that the Balrog was in there and didn't tell them. He chose to keep that a secret. And he said, Frodo, this is your mission. You tell us where you want to go. And Frodo says, we'll go through the cave. Not once did Gandalf said, all of the dwarves are dead, and there's a Balrog in there that's likely going to fight us. He doesn't say anything. He keeps his mouth shut. Had he said it, they probably wouldn't have went that way.
I mean,
yeah, they probably would have been caught by something else.
No, he remembered it because he makes this face, and then you hear the white.
He remembers something, but he can't.
He knows that it's in there because you hear what's the evil white wizard's face is like talking, and Saruman. He's like, he was like, you know what the dwarves released in there, and you know what they're going into. Gandalf knew what was in there. He chose not to say anything.
Yes, because that was the fastest route, and they needed the fast route so they didn't
But
get killed a lot sooner.
The point is, they probably wouldn't have gotten killed. He knew there was another route.
Yes, they would have. Remember, the thing in there wasn't the only thing chasing them.
No, I'm saying
They were being hunted.
Yeah, they had
by the wraiths.
They had time on them. They had 2
No, they
options.
didn't.
They did. They had time on them. They had time to pick either route they wanted. One was quicker.
And they would have been.
One wasn't as quick.
Yes. One wasn't as quick, which means the race would have caught up to them.
Maybe we don't know. We don't know.
Going through the cave prevented the race from catching them.
We don't know that. We don't know what would have happened if they took the other route. Gandalf said, "I'll let everybody died." Cat picture died.
I'm still here.
Okay, there you are. Now you're back.
I'm still here.
You were gone for a minute. You know you turned your camera off. You were gone.
No. He also. He was also lagging a little bit.
They could have gone another way. As a matter of fact, Gandalf was the one that suggested we go the other way. And then they were like, and then the dwarf was like, no. If we go through my cousin's whatever cave, that's faster. And Gandalf knew that was faster, but he's like, oh, we should go this other way. And then they were like debating it. And he said, Frodo, I'll let you decide. And Frodo was like, okay, we'll go through the cave. Now, had Gandalf said, we can't go through the cave because it's overrun by cave trolls and goblins, not goblins, whatever was in there, and a Balrog, we shouldn't go that way. Then they would have went the way that Gandalf said, but he chose to keep it to himself. So while we can argue that he got them out of the cave, he put them in the cave in the first place.
Well, technically, he didn't put them in the cave because you keep saying Frodo's the reason that they went in the cave.
Right, because he
just didn't stop them.
They were not given ample information that there were bad guys in there. They went there the whole time thinking that the dwarves were still running that cave. He was like, oh, I can't wait to get there, and you'll meet my family, and we'll drink some mead, and we'll have some fun. And the whole time Gandalf's like, yeah, he knows everyone in that cave is dead. He's not saying nothing. He chose to
be fair,
nothing.
Gandalf, every time he dies and comes back, he loses big chunks of his memory. He may not have known exactly what it was. He may have just had like a feeling that something wasn't right.
This he knew. They made a point to let the viewers know that he knew.
So the Gandalf is an angel essentially, and when he was a full angel, he had all knowledge of everything because time doesn't exist to them. But when he took on a physical form, he had to take specific memories because his mortal brain couldn't hold everything. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't exactly remember when they are. So he felt like this was probably the time where he was going to possibly engage with something that was going to end him. And when it came, he's like, oh, this is that time.
No, but the point is...
until that time, it's like, is this the right time? Are we going to do the thing? Is it going to be a problem this time, or is it going to be sometime in the future?
Right, but when you watch the movie, they make a point to let us know that Gandalf knows that what's in there. That's why he doesn't want to go. That's why he's saying we should go the other way. And then the dwarf is like, no, my family will welcome us. We should go that way. And Gandalf is trying to convince him to go a different way.
There was also another reason that it had to happen.
How long do you think anybody lives in this universe without Gandalf being around? How long before Frodo gets killed?
I don't know.
When Sauron comes looking for the ring.
Like I said,
because Gandalf doesn't put together the Fellowship.
Right, like I said,
that also needed something.
So then he's not useless.
He needed his death to happen to bring them together.
Technically, Gandalf did not put together the Fellowship. Gandalf's whole goal was that we need to get the ring to the elves. And he got the ring to the elves, and the elf says, we don't want this ring. You have to leave.
he put together the dwarves with the Hobbit.
Yeah. He sent them to Strider.
Yeah, he put together the dwarves with the Hobbit. Yeah.
But he also sent the Hobbits to Strider.
Lord of the Rings, he did not put together the Fellowship. He just wanted to get the rings to the elves. He thought that would be the end.
No. It wasn't
but
just
if he doesn't get them there, then there's no Fellowship.
True, but then the question is, on the way there to the elves, how much impact does Gandalf have in keeping them safe?
Listen, this kind of goes back to our very first topic of the night, but not staying.
So the problem is, in Lord of the Rings, a lot of the magic was more soft magic. So it doesn't show up, it's not big flashy, he's not showing up on the battlefield and hurling a fireball and decimating the enemies. But he does a lot of magic that
they don't notice.
I mean, he actually
And
does little to no magic in both movies.
No, he does magic.
He
does a lot of magic.
He does little to no magic in both movies.
There is an entire fight with Saruman where they're throwing each other around.
No, that one fight with Saruman, but like...
The problem is, it's a soft magic system. A lot of the magic that he does not have a visual effect. So he does a lot of magic, and a lot of the magic is simply putting them where they're supposed to be, knowing what's going on.
You get a lot more of this from the books than you do from the movies.
No, I'm talking just about the movies.
No, just the movies. A lot of his magic is just suggestion. It's how he says certain things.
But
it's him weaving magic into his words, and you do what he says.
But that doesn't happen
even though you don't know you're doing what he said.
That
doesn't happen. You just don't know.
Give an example.
It does. It's just a lot more subtle.
Give an example.
It's the speak friend to open the door.
He didn't do that.
Alone.
He didn't even know how to do that.
He totally
does. If you see the way that he keeps reacting to Frodo, because he wants Frodo to take lead.
No.
Because he knows Frodo is the ring bearer. He has to be in the front.
No, he literally doesn't know how to open that door.
No,
that's why he looks the way he does.
He does not know how to answer.
Gandalf basically guides them without letting them know he's guiding them.
There's literally no way he doesn't know how to get in there.
If you see how his acting is, where he's kind of over dramatic in his, I don't know what we're supposed to do. He's doing that on purpose.
Bap to my
It wasn't.
I wasn't gonna read the name.
It wasn't.
I wasn't gonna read the name. Okay, Monkey read the name. I wasn't gonna read the name. Thank you for the follow, but I wasn't gonna read your name out loud. Okay. Monkey just throw caution to the wind and just like, that's their name.
Monkey, we gotta teach you the rule. There's a rule in the stream.
Say it in your head first. That's what I did. I said it in my head first.
It's the Mr. Clap Your Cheeks rule.
All over again.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but
it's the way he reacts. The subtle way he does things, the way his voice is, it's all in how he's acting.
The way he guides them helps them build themselves up.
I'm going to strongly disagree. You don't see that in the movie.
You do.
This has to
Every
be
other person saw it.
No, that doesn't happen in the movie.
Come here.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you guys on that one.
Rewatch
Literally,
it.
I just watched it last week.
We need to watch it in stream. We need to watch it in Discord, and then every time magic, he's doing magic. See.
Yeah, no. It doesn't happen. I'm sorry, it doesn't happen. I literally just watch these movies. He does not know how to get in that door. I know you guys want to argue that
where he's like, literally the scene where he goes off on them and he's like, do you think me a conjurer of cheap tricks?
Yeah, no. He does not know how to open that door.
He is way more powerful than he lets on. He cannot let, he can't.
And way too many
he knew exactly what they were going to get into in the whole thing and sent them the way that he sent them because everybody had a thing they needed to do.
Yeah.
His face needed to fall where he fell.
It even goes all the way back to like the Hobbit where he told Bilbo, that you don't have to kill everybody. Sometimes things have a bigger purpose that you don't see at the time. And that was in Bilbo's head when he had the chance to kill Gollum, but he doesn't.
Yeah,
if he had killed Gollum in that moment, then the universe is boom.
I think y'all the only ones who are thinking he said that because he knew all of that stuff was going to happen.
He does. He exists in all time when he's in his angel. Yes, he does.
If he exists in all time, then he already knows.
Not when he's in his human form. Yes, he already knew it was going to happen.
But he was in his human form when he said all of these things. But I'm saying
that's why he acts confused all the time because it's not straight in his mind.
He's trying to remember what he remembers. When he's an angel, he knows everything, but there is no time. It is just everything. When he becomes mortal, he gets stuck in the flow of time. He also doesn't remember everything, so he brings a few memories with him whenever he comes back from the dead, essentially.
You guys all read the books?
Yes.
You never read the Lord of the Rings books?
30 years ago. It's been a long time since I read them.
Monkey, you read them?
No, but I know a lot about them.
Okay.
I'm with Monkey on that one.
Yeah. I mean, like, you have to, like, everything you guys are saying only comes from the books. It doesn't come from the movies. I know, but I'm saying it's knowledge you're getting from the books, not from the movies. When you watch the movies...
knowledge I'm getting from fantasy, and he's a good actor. You can tell when he shifts how he acts during certain scenes.
Nah, homie.
And you can tell it's with a purpose. It's not just...
Nah, homie.
He shifts the character's perspective, or the character's mannerisms.
Nah, homie. He didn't know how to get in that door.
Yeah, he did.
Sorry, guys. He didn't know how to get in that door.
There's no way he didn't know how to get in that door.
He did not know how to get in that door. He didn't know. He didn't know nothing.
No. He's sitting there like,
As a matter of fact, the only
y'all
time...
are going to figure this out, because he knew he was going to
use his magic to help is in the Lord of the Rings Return of the King. When he breaks that king out of his mental trance. That's the only time I ever see Gandalf use his magic to actually help.
The reason why he makes them figure it out is because he knows he's going to fall. When he falls, they're on their own. If they can't figure the stupid shit out on their own, they're boned.
Because it's not his quest, it's their quest.
He wasn't even supposed to be there.
Strong disagreement.
Yes.
Gandalf was useless. He was useless.
The Balrog scene proves that he's not. The fact that he sent them the owls to save them proves that he is not.
Eagles.
You know what? That's the only
Eagles.
Those are the two times Gandalf helps.
He's not useless.
He kills.
Those are the only two but
the other white wizard.
I feel like
Saruman.
The only time you see him helping is when he's helping them get out of situations that he put them in.
When he fights Saruman, who's a big fucking threat.
I mean, he lost the fight. He lost the fight and
distracts him.
No, he lost the fight. He distracted nothing. The fight lasted less than a minute. He lost. Didn't stop Sauron from doing anything and had to jump off the building himself on a bird to get free because he was stuck on the roof. Dude was just sitting on the roof.
He got information because Sauron was like.
What information did he get to help? What information did he get that he delivered that helped to save the day? He didn't deliver any information from that they didn't already know by the time. What information did he get to help that wasn't already?
He got information for himself, so he figured out that shit.
He didn't get
because
any information.
He's out of the loop.
The only reason why he even knew Sauron was a bad guy is because he touched the eye and realized that Sauron was looking through the eye and talking to Sauron. If he hadn't put the little thing on top of the thing and accidentally touched the eye, he wouldn't have even known that Sauron was a bad guy. He went to Sauron for help. Saruman. He went to Saruman for help.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't even bright enough to realize that the bad guy was standing right in front of him. He accidentally touched the eye. And then lost the fight.
I mean, if we're just sticking with just the movies,
in the
Hobbit movies, he's like talking to Galadriel about how Saruman's changed. He was already suspecting him back then.
Yeah, but he didn't believe it. Not if he went to him for help. He literally went to him for help. He went and told Saruman that Frodo had the ring. He was like just breaking secrets. He's got the ring. He's on a quest.
He probably knew he was going to betray them, but didn't know when.
He didn't know. He didn't know.
These were all things that had to happen.
Right.
Because he's already seen it. These things have to happen for it to end the way it does.
But he does not know in the movie. We could say that maybe when he was an angel,
he subconsciously knows.
Okay, but
he's helping to ensure that things are going on the path they need to go.
This is only something someone would know who knows the books and knows he's some kind of angel that exists in all times. If you watch just the movies and know absolutely nothing about the books, Gandalf comes off as quite useless in the films. Without some knowledge that, when he was an angel, he knew, and that's why
I would have put Boromir's more useless than Gandalf.
They could both be useless. They could both be useless.
Who?
He's not. He's not.
No.
He's not.
No, I'm saying
he's not useless.
I'm just saying.
But I'm putting in a higher. Yeah, Faramir. I'm putting him in a hierarchy here.
If you want to
I would
put him
say
in a
Faramir
hierarchy, you
was
can put him
more
in a
useless.
hierarchy. But still, if you know absolutely nothing about the books and you are only basing your knowledge of Lord of the Rings on the movies, Gandalf
if we're
is
only
a
basing
useless
on movies,
character.
Hold on. If we're only basing off the movies, Gandalf is the one that finds out where the ring is. Gandalf is the one that starts the quest that sends him to destroy the ring. Gandalf, one, leads him to Strider, which leads him to Legolas, which leads him to the Elf, where he needs to be.
No.
And what do we know?
Wait, start over.
What do you mean, no?
Run through that list again. Are we talking
He
about the
found
Hobbit or
out
Lord
where
of the
the ring
Rings?
was.
Hobbit or
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the
He found
Rings.
out. He found out where the ring was.
Only
Gave it to
because
Frodo, told Frodo where to go.
he only found out because what's his name was like playing with the ring. But yeah, he figured it
Yes,
out.
which means he knew exactly what the ring.
He didn't even know that. He didn't even know what it was. He wasn't even sure that it was the Ring of Power.
No, he wasn't.
Right.
But he's the only one who even thought to check to see if it was.
Right, because he was the only magic person there.
So he figured it out that it was the Ring of Power. He figured out that Frodo would be the only one who can carry it without being turned. He sends Frodo to find Strider.
I don't know if he figures out that Frodo's the only one. He just knows that he can't do it. He can't.
He knows that hobbits are the most uncorruptible creatures in Middle Earth.
He's not even
if
sure.
anybody has a chance, it's Frodo.
And
he knew that Frodo would do it. He did not leave it with his uncle. He did not have his Bilbo go on that thing.
Right.
He's like, no, this is yours.
Well,
I need
Bilbo
you to
was
take
leaving.
this to Strider.
Bilbo was leaving anyway. He couldn't go on a quest.
Bilbo had already started being corrupted by the ring at that point.
If we want to be specific, if we want to be like specific here, even Frodo failed the mission. If it wasn't
he didn't.
Yes, he did. If it wasn't for Gollum, Frodo would have left with the ring. Sam wasn't going to stop him.
Frodo, technically Sam would have been able to
That's why it goes back to the point I was making earlier where Gandalf told him not to kill people just because you feel like you want to.
No, but
they have a higher purpose later on.
That's reaching.
It's not. That's why he told him that. Because he knew Gollum had to survive to get to this point at the end to destroy the ring.
That's super reaching.
Now, Sam would not have let
reaching
Frodo...
because
it's reaching.
It's no. We won't even touch that.
Reaching.
But we know Sam would not have let Frodo walk away with that ring. Sam was not going to do that.
Why?
No, Sam was not going to do that.
Why?
He wasn't. Because he knew the purpose of their mission.
But he
knew what Frodo had to do. He was not going to let Frodo be corrupted.
He just stood there crying. He was just crying that Frodo was leaving. He was like, "No, please," and he was just crying. We don't know what Sam would have done. I don't see Sam.
would have stopped him.
I don't see Sam fighting him.
Considering the fact that Sam almost drowned.
Sam left him.
Because
Sam left him. Sam left. The only reason why Sam turned around and went back is because he saw the breadcrumbs on the bottom of the cliff and realized that Gollum threw the bread off. If he wouldn't have found those breadcrumbs, Sam would have left. Sam wasn't. I don't see Sam fighting Frodo to get the ring.
Sam was going to drown himself to get to Frodo so Frodo wouldn't go on this mission
Right, because he's willing to die for Frodo.
Sam threw him on his back to get him up that mountain because he knew, you ain't gonna fall here, we have to do it. What? There was no way he was going to let that happen.
He's willing to die for Frodo. He's willing to not let Frodo die. But is he willing to fight Frodo? That's reaching. I don't think he would have did it.
To prevent Frodo from being corrupted, yes, he'd be fighting him. He was the one who stopped him every time he almost got corrupted. Sam was needed for that shit. Now, Gandalf sent him to go find Strider. Did he not?
Sent who?
He told him to go find Strider.
Sent who?
Frodo.
No, he didn't. He didn't tell Frodo to go find Strider at all.
Go find he said go find Strider.
No, he didn't. He said meet me at the Prancing Pony, and then he went to the Prancing Pony, and that's where Strider was. And then Strider walked up to him and threw him in the bedroom. Frodo did not go there to meet Strider. Frodo went there to meet Gandalf.
So Frodo went there to meet Gandalf.
Right.
Strider was there because of Gandalf.
No, because Gandalf didn't even tell Strider to be there. That's why Strider was like, "This isn't a chance meeting, is it?" or whatever. Because Strider didn't know what was going on. Gandalf didn't say go there.
Gandalf did.
Gandalf didn't tell Strider to go there.
Gandalf knew where the pieces for the Fellowship were going to be and how to get them together.
I'm just saying Gandalf did not open his mouth and say, Strider, I need you to go.
Gandalf did not say go. Gandalf sent him to where he needed to be. Gandalf sent him.
The whole purpose of the Fellowship, though, is if you take out any one of those characters, it fails.
Yeah.
Any one of those characters?
If you take out any single one of those characters, the Fellowship fails.
I think you could have taken out, what's his name? The guy from Game of Thrones.
Boromir?
Was it Boromir? I think you could have taken out Boromir.
Nope.
Why? What did he serve?
He's the one that keeps them from dying the first time they fight the.
Your audio.
When he falls, when he falls, he's protecting them from dying. He's the one who holds the line.
That's what kind of
so they can get away.
That's what sends them off on their separate missions that they have accomplished.
But with that being said, I don't think they would have been in that situation if Boromir wasn't trying to fight Frodo for the ring. Like Frodo was just going off for like a little walk to be alone.
Like I said,
and then they had
no. What caused them to go on their separate missions that need to be done separately.
If he wouldn't have chased down Frodo, no. Frodo would have been out there by himself, would have got caught by the Uruk-hai because they were already on the way there. And then Frodo would have been caught.
Would he have gotten caught though? He wouldn't have got caught because he had the ring. He could have made himself invisible, like he did when Boromir.
They would have sensed that.
Not the. No, they wouldn't have.
But then everybody else would have died.
No, they wouldn't have. The Uruk-hai didn't know nothing.
The Strider, the ring wraith sensed the ring whenever he put it on.
The ring wraiths weren't there.
They would have found him.
But no, they weren't there. He could have worn it. He could have worn that and got away from the bad guys, and the ring wraiths wouldn't have just.
Yeah, he could have gotten away, but nobody else would have.
No one else would have been there.
He would have He would have put it on. The wraiths would have showed up, because there is no way he would have been able to get away from the army. Because the ring makes you invisible. It doesn't mean you don't leave prints. It doesn't mean you don't leave sound. It just means you can't be seen.
They wouldn't have seen him. He'd have
so he would have tried to sneak away. The ring wraiths would have showed up. He'd have died.
No, he wouldn't have died.
Yes,
the ring wraiths wouldn't have showed. The ring wraiths don't just pop. The ring wraiths?
They go to where the ring is. The minute he would have put the ring on, they would have sensed it.
The Nazgul don't just pop. Yeah. They just don't magically appear when you put the ring on. They weren't there. They would have probably
immediately.
They probably would have sensed it and would have been on the way there, but it still would have probably taken them a while to get there. It's not like they were right around the corner.
No. Be right back.
You'd be right back so many times.
They weren't that far.
They weren't. Yeah, they were. They weren't. We hadn't seen them for a while. They weren't around the corner. They weren't near. As a matter of fact, they had stopped being relevant in the film at that point. And Cat's frozen. Look at that face. You were like.
Yeah, if you take out anybody.
No, I really think you could have taken out Boromir and it would have been just fine.
No. Mm-hmm. Then the Fellowship would have died.
I mean, at the end of the day, the Fellowship did die.
No, they didn't.
Pretty much. Everyone went.
Legolas is alive.
Everyone was broken off and went into different areas. There was technically.
But everybody still lives. Anymore. What I'm saying is,
I didn't mean died. I meant like the group dispersed anyway.
No, they wouldn't have dispersed. They'd have died because they would have been attacked.
No, I don't think they would have died.
They would have died.
I don't think they would have died. I don't think they would have died.
Why not?
Because I don't think that Boromir's presence made them live. I mean, Boromir died during the fight. You know what I'm saying? He put up a good fight, but he still died during that fight. And then the other people were able to win the fight. You know what I'm saying? And get away.
No, well, and no, because the two hobbits get kidnapped.
The other people weren't even
there. Two hobbits get kidnapped, so they get taken. Mm-hmm. That's why they left.
That's what I'm saying. Boromir died and didn't stop anything. What did he do?
Yeah, he held the line so Frodo could get away.
No. If you had to think of another movie where you feel the main character or a semi-main character was at the end of the day useless, could you think of one?
It might take some time.
Can you think of one?
There are a couple. I know there are a couple.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure
there are a couple movies where the main character is just like, why are you here?
Will Smith and I Am Legend.
Really? Really?
That's fucked up.
He's not integral to the plot of that film?
No, because he did nothing. He died at the end.
I mean,
he found the cure. He found the cure.
Didn't he also?
That didn't exist in the book.
Didn't he also make the?
Did he make the cure?
Yeah, he helped make the virus.
I don't know. If we go back to Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, the chick from that movie, is she integral to the story?
The Willie?
Yeah.
Again, been too long.
I mean, I would hope so.
Like if you take her out of the movie, is it different? And
I mean, they get squished in that chamber with the spikes coming down from the ceiling if she's not in the movie.
Oh.
that's true. That's actually true.
Yeah, no, she's integral. She's integral.
Though,
She's
would they have even got in
very
there?
needed.
Because they only got in that chamber because he went into her room with a plate of fruit and he noticed the air coming out of the wall.
I mean, if she had been there, he might have got put in that room. You can't go with all these what ifs.
Yeah.
That's also true. He may have gotten put in that room. It's a lot of what ifs.
Yeah. She was needed.
If you take her from that scene, they die.
They do. They get squished. I do nothing. I stay here like you told me to. I no touch nothing.
You mean Academy Award winner?
You know it. All right. Time machines. This is actually a 2-part question. Okay. First part. Well, I know, we'll go quick. These are quick ones, I think. All right. So I'll do the quickest one of the two. All right, the 2024 time capsule. Okay. Which isn't technically a time machine, but kind of, because it's kind of like traveling through time. All right, you've been tasked with the job of putting together a time capsule to bury for people to find 100 years in the future to dig up. You have to put in 5 things that you think best represents the world in this year of 2024. What do you put in the box?
Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus.
Probably nothing good.
No.
What do you put in the box? I hit a button and now I can't go back.
I know one of the things I put in there would be a COVID test.
That's good. That's smart.
That doesn't really represent 2024 anymore, though. That's so 4 years ago.
No, I mean, Florida's numbers are still going up.
Florida's getting hit heavy.
Nobody's going out and buying those tests anymore and worrying about those tests.
That's true.
Yeah.
But it's still
things just sitting on the shelves.
But still,
nobody's buying masks anymore.
The effect of COVID is still strongly being felt from everything from price gouging on food and things like that.
What are you doing?
All right, Jedi, what do you put in the box? 5 things.
I don't know. I'm still thinking.
Kat, what do you put in the box?
Nothing good. I can't think of anything good to put in there.
Nothing good?
Nothing good. I can't think of anything good.
Picture
I really
Taylor
can't.
Swift?
No.
Monkey, what's going on?
She doesn't represent 2020.
Are you crazy? But she's one of the biggest performers, so you wouldn't want to put
but she's not. What I'm saying is she's been big for longer than just 2024. You're talking about something specifically that represents this year.
No, just
not this decade.
Just what's going on in the world in 2024. Not it just happened in 2024.
See, some of the things that I would say I put in there.
You need to put
political.
You need to put like a Gen Z translation guide.
A hard copy of the Urban Dictionary.
Yes.
Things you need to know.
How to be skibbity.
How to be skibbity.
Oh, Jesus.
Monkey, what are you putting in the box?
Gotta get that skibbity riz in there.
Skibbity riz.
Please, God.
Only if you're from Ohio.
See, that's good. Like you put like a little map of Ohio. Hey, what's up, Parker? Parker.
He's like, I'm being
Come
called.
to the living room.
What's going in the box?
You can't hear it come through the phone. I have earbuds
I have no idea.
Come on, Kat. I see that gear is turning. Come on. What are you putting in the box?
I already gave an answer. I'm the only one that's given an answer. Well, me and Jedi.
Test. So a COVID test. Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, that's the dictionary, the Gen Z translation guide.
Yeah. A MAGA hat.
No, but his court record for when he became a felon.
Trump felon court records.
I mean, if we want to be fair, 90% of politicians that have felony records.
Yes, but it's against
the president.
Should.
Yes, definitely.
I want you to tell me how you have a 6-figure salary and end up being worth 9.
Weather reports.
Weather
like
report?
A graph of all the weather.
The weather.
Because in 100 years, it's going to be terrible.
There used to be rain. Water used to fall from the sky.
And definitely a map.
A map?
Like not just like a map, but like the whole world.
Oh, like
just so they could take a new one and put it in and see where everything else has changed. Because like
these lands used
Africa's
to touch.
Africa's got like a friggin' getting cut in half.
And this is what the sunken state of Florida used to look like.
Exactly.
Anything else? Hey, excuse you. Parker. Excuse you. Anything else?
What's he doing?
Yelling because he wants to mate.
Oh, baby.
So all you gotta do is yell.
Anything else?
A calendar of orange tabby cat.
Aw. You think they're not going to exist 100 years from now?
No, I just think that after they see everything else, they're going to want...
Your audio keeps cutting off. Say it again. Your audio cut off.
I said because with all the other stuff that they have, I think they're going to want to see good.
Listen, she's just not meant to deliver that line.
Nope.
It just keeps cutting off.
I'm looking at it and my audio's fine. Looking at my audio's fine, so I don't even know why it's cutting off.
All right, Jedi's yawning, so I'm going to do the last question real quick, all right?
No.
Oh. Okay, do you have something else you want to put in the box?
I'm gonna copy of Lord of the Rings so people know that Gandalf isn't useless.
Useless bag of meat.
That is literal literary blasphemy.
Bag of meats.
Seriously, like
Never seen a wizard that don't do nothing. You walk around with a magic stick. Use it! I seen us use magic stick like 3 times in like 8 movies.
That's a different kind of movie.
Why are you bringing it? You got the magic stick. All right, let's just do the last question because it is late. It's after midnight. All right, you have a time machine, okay?
Okay.
You guys with me? You have a time machine. So you can go back in the time and stop.
Nope.
What?
Going back in time?
This is a sci-fi scenario, so no arguing that. Okay, you can go back in the time and stop one thing from being invented. I have a list, so you can't just make up something, all right? So this is a sci-fi scenario, so don't argue with me that, hey, eventually these things will be invented anyway. You have some kind of magical remote control or device or something that can just kill the existence of this one item, all right? Your choices are the car, the airplane, the internet, the cell phone, or weapons. And by weapons, I'm only including things like guns and bombs. Nothing like knives and swords or stuff like that. I'm talking about like guns, shooting, shoot, bang, bang weapons. You can't have any
of these things go away, they dramatically change the course of human history.
I understand. That's the point.
See, I want to remove something from existence and it's not on the list.
It has to be one of these things on the list. And then when you tell me one of the things on the list, you can tell me what that extra thing is. But first pick one of the things on the list. Go cat first.
I'm going to say, as much as it's going to hurt me to say, I'm going to say what?
What?
As much as I like the shooty bang bangs, I'm going to take them off the list because everything else is kind of required.
Okay, so there's no guns in Cat's future. Why?
Because out of everything on the list, it's the thing that would have the least impact.
You think?
Yes.
Do you think...
Airplanes change... If you get rid of airplanes remove not just travel for people, but travel for produce, products, medicine.
Now,
think about somebody needing a heart transplant across the country. That becomes an impossibility.
Okay.
You get rid of cars, same situation, just, closer.
Now, you take into account wars that were won simply because someone dropped a bomb. Now there's no bomb.
Yes.
You
Yes.
don't think that's...
Wars will still happen, but wars were happening well before we had guns.
True. But
still going to happen.
Would we still be on top, military-wise?
No.
If you take...
Well, probably not.
So then now who runs America if we're not on top anymore? Because we eventually would lose.
America wouldn't be America.
America wouldn't be
No.
America. You don't think that's a significant
America
change?
wouldn't.
You don't think that's pretty significant? You're like,
I'm pretty sure that America would still be held by natives.
okay.
Indigenous people would still
Hey, you don't think that's
be in control here.
significant?
No, trading would still be a thing.
Uh-huh.
There would still be trade because they were trading before. Vikings traded with indigenous people before. Trading would be a thing. We would have traded with the Japanese, the Asian, China, everywhere else.
I
We
mean,
just
we'd
wouldn't
be
have
at
been-
war with some of these people. We'd be at war
Not
with China
really.
and Japan. We were at war with Japan.
Not really.
We subdued Japan with a bomb.
Yes.
If it wasn't for that bomb, we'd
We-
still be at war with Japan. We wouldn't be trading with them.
No.
Happy.
We would not have been at war with them. The reason we were pulled into that war is because we were trading guns on both sides.
But
we were asked to stop. We said
on
no.
the same side. We weren't on the same side of the. We
We were
allies.
selling. No, we weren't in it. We didn't get involved because of allyship. We got involved because we were selling weapons to both sides of the field. They
Right,
didn't
but-
like that.
But Japan did.
That's
also
why they
didn't
came
like
here.
us. Jane also didn't like.
Yes,
us.
but they weren't going to fight us. They didn't want us in that
But
war.
would they trade with us and be friends with us?
Yes. We were selling them weapons. We were already trading with them.
In Cat's scenario, though, any country with like massive population now takes over the world because
Mhm.
you can just win by attrition. If you're
Not
like
necessarily
India
true.
or China, you now run the whole.
Not necessarily true, because they weren't all the power hungry probably wouldn't have come into a lot of the I'm gonna go over there and take over came from the fact that I have better weapons than you, so I'm gonna win. So I'm gonna go over there and you take that
Yeah,
out
but
of
if
the
everybody's got the
equation.
same equality of weapons, and the place with the most population wins because
No,
they can
not
lose the most people without losing.
Not necessarily true.
You realize that the population of the Earth is like 8 billion people, and like
Mm-hmm.
a quarter of them people are in India,
Mm-hmm.
and then like another huge chunk are in China. Those two countries hold like half the world's population.
Who's India fighting?
Pakistan.
Well,
Anybody, because that's what I'm saying. People are always, like you said, there's still going to be wars. People are still going to fight. If everybody's on the same equal level weapons wise, then the people that have the most people to fight with they win.
That's the reason why I say that's not necessarily true, because yes, wars were still happening, but wars were not as devastating as they are now.
that's only because the weapons got bigger, though.
So
Yeah.
if you take that, but that's also a lot of why people did what they did. It's because, hey, I've got this. I know I can beat you with my power. My power is stronger than yours. I know I can do that, so I'm going to go over there.
But
If it is
population is a power.
not necessarily true, because population does not automatically equal everybody can fight.
If
At the
we get
same
into a fight
capacity.
and everybody just has rocks,
Mhm.
and I have 10,000 people in my army, and you have 200 in your army, my army is going to obliterate you.
Is my crown better than yours? Is it a
Crown?
situation
No,
where I have...
said everybody's got guns. I mean, not
Yeah, no.
rocks. We all have just rocks. We're fighting with rocks. In
Switzerland.
a world with no weapons, like what's Switzerland have to do with rocks or population?
People don't fuck with Switzerland because you can be weighted out by the weather conditions.
Well,
If you go to...
no.
Napoleon went to try and take out Switzerland, could not.
Let's be honest. People don't attack Switzerland because Switzerland has everybody's money.
Yes, but I'm saying people who have tried to attack Switzerland lose.
Plus,
Even without
Switzerland touches
anybody
a bunch
else...
of other powerful countries.
I mean, just
Without
look at-
anybody else getting involved,
I mean,
you
we just
lose going against.
I mean, we just look in the past, like with like Genghis Khan or whatever, pretty much trying to take over the world. That's what a country would do.
He basically did.
Some
Not
countries
every
leader,
country, though.
listen, domination is just something that's born and bred in
Every
man.
country, every group of
Not-
people throughout the
Yeah.
entirety of human history has fought and warred over things. Even no matter how
Yes,
stupid
fought
it
and
is,
warred
they
over
still
it.
fought and warred over it.
I can't think of a reason
land,
why. If
resources, everything.
If we use this example, let's say India. There's no reason why, if everyone's on the same equal footing weapons wise, India's not going to be like, you know what, we can just take that country. There's no reason why that they wouldn't. And if they did,
they can simply outlast them.
Yeah, they would just
not necessarily true. You will not always be able to outlast your opponent.
If you have 20 times their fighters, you will. Or 1,000 times their fighters.
The Vietnam War.
I mean,
we had them outmatched.
No, we didn't.
Guerrilla they weren't using rocks either.
No, what I'm saying it's not just about weapons. It's about tactics. It's about
they were kicking our butt in the Vietnam War. They were kicking our butt in the Vietnam War. Their tactics were way better than ours. We were on
That's
their
what making the point.
But
That's
I'm saying,
the point that I'm saying.
But they had better tactics and more people.
It's not just about we had better firepower.
But they had more people. Now, if you take away the firepower, America just loses faster.
Yes, because they had the tactics to beat us. It's not just, I have a better gun than you. It's not, we're playing on the equal playing field, so I have more people than you. If you have a better commander at your helm, it doesn't matter how many people I throw at you. What's her name? The friggin' Queen of the Sea was a goddamn pirate.
So who stops India?
Owned everybody who went after her. So well, she had a couple fleets, but she owned everybody. Everybody that tried to get her. China, she whooped their ass. Everybody who went after her, she's like, you know what? Come and fuck them up. To the point where she was able to walk into the guys who were trying to arrest her. She walked into his office and said, I give up, but you're going to let my people go. You're going to have them join you. And you know what? I'm going to retire, keep my ship. And that's what's going to happen. And the guy's like, okay.
I don't know anything about that person. It sounded like she just was a woman and she must have been like really pretty. Like, I don't know anything about that.
No.
Like, who stops India from taking America?
Nobody.
Nobody. The natives don't.
Whoever has the better
actually
tactic.
Holding America is ridiculously difficult.
No, in this scenario, she said the natives are still
in this scenario, the only war advantage you have in this scenario is population.
Not just population. Okay, you have people coming in to fight in America. They don't know the terrain. They don't understand swamps. Mm-hmm. So you come to America, you're in a ball field. You're going to be in unfamiliar territory. That's going to put you at advantage. That is why.
But you're still fighting with like rocks and sticks because there's no weapons.
It doesn't matter if you're fighting with rocks and sticks.
You still can bring like 2 million people over to fight the 500,000 people in America. Even if you don't understand swamps, eventually you'll get it.
I mean, India outpopulates us like thousands to one.
What are you getting rid of, Jedi?
Cell phones. So I had to grow up with a landline. I'm good with just using a landline.
You don't find
cell phones are necessary.
You don't find any importance in cell phones. You're out there all by yourself in the middle of the night catching the bus.
There was payphones. There was payphones on every corner.
You're getting robbed.
If I'm getting robbed already, I'm not gonna have time to pull out my phone. And it has. We all survived before cell phones were invented. We all were okay.
That's true. I'm not gonna lie. That's true. Monkey, what do you get rid of?
Cars.
Cars? You don't see a need for them?
I think things would be a lot better without them.
Mm-hmm. Take you
I think
2 weeks to get across country.
Well, no, because we'd have trains. Trains aren't cars. Trains are a different beast altogether. And they're communal, which means that we'd have to actually give a shit about each other when we're traveling around.
Have you been on a city bus lately?
That's asking for a lot.
Look, I'm just saying, other places have trains and bicycles, and they work out just fine.
Yeah.
That's true.
Part of the problem that we have right now is so much of our cities are taken up by roads that have to hold hundreds of cars.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm probably getting to with trains, though, is they can't go directly to every location.
I just need to go to the Publix down the street, and then you're just like to the next city.
I mean,
you have a bike. You have a bike for that. For anything close, you'd have to have a bike.
Yeah.
Or you could walk. Like, if it's just down the block, just...
That's true. You can
So the only problem with getting rid of cars, though, is these inventions kind of tend to stack. You get one thing and it's stacked to the next thing, and leads to like planes and leads to space shuttles and.
Well, my brain with
because
cars
both led to like steam engines. Steam engines led to trains.
I was under the impression that we were like talking like magic, and these things were
this
just
is
gonna
magical
like.
situation. You have a
So
time
like we figured out how to fly.
Yeah, but if you get rid of cars, though, then the process involved wouldn't then stack onto then creating planes and spacecraft.
No, I don't think so.
Because we went through this already with the weapons. Because if we're just going to get rid of weapons, then in this magical scenario where all we do is get rid of weapons, and everything's still the same.
This is the thing, though. Planes were invented long before. Planes were thought of long before cars.
But these processes stack, though.
No, but Da Vinci had already plotted out a plane.
But he didn't have any clue on how to make it work, though.
So cars were not needed for that. But my only problem with getting rid of cars is things like emergency vehicles.
I get that.
That's my only. Yeah.
Like every one of these things has value. Like every one of these things is losing something, and
yeah.
I feel like cars have added to the problem of hyper-individualism that we currently have around here.
I can see that.
What do you mean?
We hyper-individualism, we focus so much on the acts of what we are doing that we don't stop to consider that everybody around us matters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everybody around us is contributing to the world that we are living in. We have this idea of hyper, I'm the only one that matters, I only have to care about myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Can you put that same argument on the cell phones and the internet, though?
Mm-hmm.
Not exactly.
The internet's for porn.
Nope.
Let's get that straight.
I don't know about that.
No, I would give you that the internet gives a sense of anonymity, but it doesn't give you the sense of hyper-individualism that we have.
Yeah.
Cell phones do. People are just like this all day, every day.
No,
but
that's escapism.
Still,
it's not hyper-individualism.
It's still not working together as a group, though.
I think it also. I think hyper-individualism.
It is because you're talking to somebody.
I think hyper-individualism.
What'd you say, Chibi? Chibi?
I was saying I think that it can also go for the internet because you put yourself in a state of mind where you think you're the only real person and no one else on the internet matters. You just see them as words on a screen or picture on a screen, and you forget that they're actual people, and you forget to treat them like people.
That I feel again isn't necessarily hyper-individualism. That is the hiding behind anonymity, and it is a dehumanization of the other. It is not necessarily I am the only thing that matters. It is that's not even a human. I don't have to think about that.
It's not always anonymity though, but I mean, some people are just they're like straight up. You'll know who it is that's being a douchebag, but they're just willing to be a douchebag to everybody on the internet because no one else matters because they're just on the internet.
Well, it's because they're on the internet, given that some of those people are made to feel like they're that important. What they do they can do no wrong. That is when it brings out that douchebaggy.
That, and I really think it's just a disconnect on the fact that these are human beings. Like, they could see the people around them and their immediate friends and family as human beings, but as soon as you look at somebody on the internet, all of a sudden it's like this person, you don't treat them like actual person. Like, oh, you don't matter because you're just a face on a screen.
Because it's basically like you're watching like a TV show. You're like, oh, this is just a character. This person on the other end, this person doesn't exist. It's not a real person.
Yeah. I want to know what was on your list.
Like, it's kind of like that when we went to New York. You see New York and all these TV shows and movies and stuff, and you're like, it doesn't feel like a real place until you actually go there. It feels like a movie set when you see it on TV and the movies and stuff, and then you get there and you're like, it actually exists. It's actually a real thing.
Yeah.
Yep. The thing that was on the list that you didn't, my thing to get rid of, that's on your list?
Yeah.
Wired bras. Just
Wired bras.
God, get rid of them. For the love of God, get rid of them.
I mean, she's not wrong.
You ain't got to buy them.
She's not, I mean, there was a point where that's all you had.
That's it. There was
not anymore.
And there was a point where if you were a certain size, all you can get is a wired bra. That's it.
And everyone who
I got tired of those things jabbing me in the side,
right?
so I'd always just cut and pull it out.
Exactly. I was just about to say, anyone who's ever worn a wire bra knows what it feels like to get stabbed by the metal once it starts popping out, and then you gotta pull it out, and then you pull out the one side. Now one boob isn't nearly as high as the other one, and now you gotta pull the other one out, and now you just like got two not quite supported boobs, and now you gotta go buy another bra. Like, it's just ridiculous. You either sag or buy a new bra. God. Bye-bye.
I know it. Never to exist again.
I know it. They don't know it, Kat. I know it, okay? I'm with you. Ugh.
Seriously,
whoever invented the wireless bra, if they didn't get a Nobel Peace Prize, I call foul.
I will put it. There have been times where I was at work and I'm sitting there and it's just like, hey.
Yeah.
So I'm just. Where's my knife? This is why I carry knives with me.
You be at work, you be at your desk, like this with some scissors, like just snipping away at it, and then you're like snatching it out, and your coworkers
and then do the other side
and snatching it out, and then like luckily I worked around a lot of women, so they were like, I understand, like you just pull it out.
Oh, your bra just tried to murder you?
Exactly. They're like, we get it, girl, get that thing out of there, and then
See, I was lucky enough that at my not the last job, but the job before that, when I would and had that issue, nobody was on the third floor with me half the time. So
I hate it.
There were times where I'm like by myself, I'd take it off from underneath the shirt, cut the wires out, put it back on.
So annoying. I'm with you, girl. That actually needs to be on the list next time. Wireless bras, get them gone. Never be a thing.
That's an exclusionary topic.
The amount of wires.
It's not exclusionary.
Okay, but okay.
No wired bra.
Okay, guys. You guys are guys. Do you guys have something that like is a part of the guy attire that?
Okay, I do have a question.
No, because guys are basic.
What's the question?
I have a question. Okay, do either of y'all wear the boxers with the ball caddy?
No.
Ball caddy. What did y'all ever have to wear cups when y'all was in school?
I've
had to wear a cup when I was fighting people.
Did they feel okay?
It's a piece of hard plastic.
Yeah, it's a piece of hard plastic in your groin.
Yeah, but I feel like that
it's
don't
not...
count because you only need to wear it when you're... I need to know, there's nothing in the guy wardrobe that like there's a necessity. I feel like they just do it for ladies, Kat. It's just ladies. They just want to make us have a hard life. That's why they give us crap like wired bras.
You need to look up who invented the wire bra. Maybe it was a woman. Don't be trying to put all us.
You know it was a man.
Look it up.
I'm
pretty
sure. I don't know if the first bra had wires in it.
I mean, technically, the first bra wasn't even a bra. It was
over the shoulder boulder holder.
No, it actually had support from underneath.
Dang nabbit, Mary Tussick.
Mary Tussick,
you are not a woman. Maybe not. Listen.
All right, who invented the wireless bra?
Who invented the wire?
You may be about to eat a big old pile of crow.
Charles Langs.
Women hurting women and men coming in to save the day.
Don't get yourself in trouble, Jedi. Don't get yourself in trouble.
Hold on. You know why? You know why?
You about to
hold on. You know why?
Why?
You know why? Because men understand the importance of that area, and we want it to be nice and safe and secure.
Please.
Nice save.
Women want to sabotage that area in other women so they're not as desirable.
Well, no, women are told that it has to be perky.
Listen, that's true. We are told that it has to be perky. Listen, I don't... hold on. Charles Langs, also known as Mr. Bra, is credited with the inventing of the first wireless strapless bra back in 1948. I feel like maybe it was like a prototype that didn't actually get used.
Right, for like modeling and stuff.
Well, who brought it back? Well, let me see what this is.
Maybe
it's not an actual wireless bra.
You just read the words wireless bra.
But I'm saying, like, especially if you say, like, maybe it's something that's not like the wireless bra we know today. Maybe it was. Let me look at it. He named his brasiers poses. Can I see a picture? Let me see what the picture looks. Oh, that don't count. He didn't invent a wire. It's like post like
a tube top.
It's just like something that just goes on the front. It's not like an actual bra. It's just like little cup things. Like how you put it on.
He was trying to help y'all out.
Nah, it looks real scandalous. He was trying to help himself out.
Which helps y'all out.
Nah, ain't no woman was wearing these.
It's a symbiotic relationship.
Nah, and back in the British composers, which were glued together and could even be worn on the beach. He sold them for $10 back in 1940s. I feel like that's a lot of money. Oh wait, what? Oh, they brought them back. We're not gonna count those. That's not an actual bra.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not a bra. It's like
it looks
like a witch hat.
Support them.
It looks like a witch hat that you just scoop onto your bra.
But does it? It still accomplishes the same thing.
I thought it was the wireless bra we wear today. Okay, the one
which stacks inventions stack. So
his invention died. It was 1948.
All right,
died. On that note, we're gonna end the stream because it's getting late. It's getting so late.
Super late.
Yeah, super late. This was a nice chat though, guys. You gonna keep streaming?
Fun.
Are you gonna keep streaming? Or you? You already click end the stream. Jeez.
I haven't ended it yet.
Jeez.
You like we're gonna end the stream, so I'm going to the end section.
You got out of there quick. You were like, bye.
No, my throat hurt. I'm thirsty. I'm hot.
I know my throat. I'm so hot. I keep wearing this over hoodie because it's like one of my favorite things to wear during stream. But like, it is so hot.
I was wearing this because I know the cat likes me when I'm wearing it. So I was like, I'll wear it so she can cuddle. Mm-hmm. And then she stopped cuddling. She's sleeping on my TV.
What happens if I just don't raid?
What happens if you don't raid?
Just don't raid.
The world keeps spinning.
Is there anybody on that you want to raid?
I mean, I feel like I shouldn't answer that question because maybe they'll see it and be like, dang, she didn't
stop
think I
it.
was like worth rating.
Yeah, so let's just end.
Oh, your audio broke. Listen, I have fun.
Anybody?
Jedi, do your thing.
I said let's just end it.
You don't have to raid. You and the wireless bra.
Monkey, do your thing.
I don't remember what my thing is anymore.
Sleep tight, monkey bites.
Right, sleep tight, monkey bites.
Cat, do your thing.
Same bat time, same bat channel, which means Monday because we're not streaming on Sunday. Wait, are we streaming
Monday? I don't know. It is a holiday.
It's Labor Day.
What y'all want to do?
We'll figure it out. We'll let you guys know when we come back. It's either going to be Monday or Tuesday. We don't know yet. As well as, and I can say it to you because you're here. Good night, monkey.
Listen, this person was chatting in the chat for a while, and we totally ignored them. None of
I can't see that.
Most of the stuff they say.
Did he say anything?
They did, but see, listen, I'm using StreamerBot instead of OBS, and the comments were restricted. I don't even know why. It was probably because of their name. Because their name was restricted. So the stuff they were saying, there was like, is this some debate club? And then they were like, test 1, ? Test. And then they did the posture check and the
See,
we're
I
doing
only
the
got the
test
posture
one
check
stuff because we weren't answering them.
Yeah, because it wasn't coming through on StreamerBot. Listen, say their name again, monkey.
Tap to my skill.
We're sorry that we didn't see you talking in the chat. I feel really bad. I'm actually going to whisper you and apologize for ignoring you. I was using StreamerBot and I was trusting StreamerBot to tell me everything that was going on. But apparently StreamerBot does not send the restricted messages. And I'm assuming it was restricted just because of your name. So I like to apologize on behalf of the Chibi-Crew. Thank you for the follow. I'm going to send you a little message as our way of saying sorry.
And to answer your question, we are not a debate club. We just kind of debate on Fridays.
Yeah, we just debate on Fridays.
Or just chatting.
And just yell at each other and
But
argue.
today's Saturday.
And disagree on
that's
everything.
what
It is Saturday.
I don't think we agreed on one thing this whole night.
Okay.
Because you spoke blasphemy.
Useless. You know what?
No,
I take it
not
back.
just that.
Monkey agreed with me that the movie company should be.
Exactly. You and me could never agree on anything because it is impossible for us. We're like magnets. We can't.
Hold on, you never gave your answer to which one of those inventions you'd get rid of.
I mean, again, I was just a host, so I didn't have.
You don't have to elaborate.
I mean,
just say your answer and then let that be it.
I'm gonna say if I had to choose, I guess I'd also say weapons. Just as a mother who's seen too many bad things on the news, I would get rid of weapons, and that's the only reason why. That's the only reason why. Nothing else. No other reason.
The problem with the weapons thing, though, is then because anything can be used as a weapon.
Right.
So you can't just get rid of weapons. You have to get rid of the intent of the weapons. Because a rock is still a weapon.
Right.
Well, she didn't say get rid of all weapons. She said just get rid of, bang bangs and worse.
Yeah, so you can still have knives.
Well, just now she said get rid of weapons.
Well, when I said I meant the guns, like
guns and bombs. Guns and bombs go bye-bye. Bows and arrows are still there. Right. Swords are still there.
Yeah.
It's 12:30.
Good night, everybody.
Good night,
everybody.
Night, monkey. Night.